Golf Renaissance, and in Palm Coast at the Holiday Inn Express. For more info, visit estatesroadshow.com or follow Estates Roadshow on Facebook to see all upcoming local events and locations.
If your ride is making strange noises, don't wait and make it work. Come to Action Transmission on Merrill Road. My expert technicians can diagnose the problem and likely fix it fast. Experience the difference at Action Transmission on Merrill Road.
I'm Chris Campione. Auto accidents can leave you feeling lost and overwhelmed. But at Campione Law, we're here to guide you with a personal touch through every step of the process. We don't get paid unless you get paid. CampioneLaw.com.
Count on Campione. Campione Law.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's team time, Farah doesn't flinch. The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Coogan Nation. Time to rise and shine and start your day with Duval Sports Media Big Steppers. Dan Hicken.
You know it!
Jeff Prosser.
It's a big deal.
Gosh, it sure is a big deal.
And E to the T.
E.T. is in the booth. Rise and shine. Googans go time on a Wednesday morning. It's a hump day, stump day, and we are live at the Players. We await word on Rory McIlroy, the defending champ. All signs pointing to getting through those little bit of back issues and being here to defend that title. He won in a Monday playoff just a year ago. Man, you want to know how diligent the landscaping staff is here? Is there such a thing as vacuuming the grass? I mean, these dudes, they got the blowers out when I'm walking in today. They gave me a nice little convoy in. I'm walking right behind them. And they're not just blowing the grass off of, the cart paths and the walkways. They're literally going through the all of the lawns, and they're blowing the leaves off of the lawns. In essence, they're vacuuming the fairways, the roughs, and just about any patch of green that you see here. The course is going to show itself in all glory. The weather is going to be pretty fantastic. And I got news for you, man, with as much sunshine as we're going to get. Maybe a little rain is it Thursday afternoon, but as much sunshine as we're going to get. And the winds always blow here. Expect firm, fast conditions. That will be my guess. And that's always fun when you're talking about this track, which is susceptible to any game. Hit it short, hit it long, play it left to right, play it right to left. Just have your game in tip-top shape this weekend if you plan on winning. So lots of players talk here. Had some interesting press conferences yesterday. Scotty Scheffler met the media. Brooks Koepka met the media. Boy, I call this like a soft opening for Brooks Koepka in his return to PGA Tour. Really hasn't done a ton, but his last time out, I believe he was top 10 at the Cognizant down in Florida. And so Koepka's always a guy who has been at his best in the majors. And this is about as close as it gets. Koepka, to my recollection, I'm not looking at his resume here, has not ever played terrifically. Maybe he has. I don't ever remember Brooks Koepka particularly in contention. But lots of players talk as we get our broadcast day started here, 1010XL, live and on location all day for you. All right, we had big news in the sports world last night, man. Just all kinds of stuff. First, we had one of those social media got when word trickled out that the Ravens were pulling out of their trade with the Raiders. So, I mean, by all accounts, it was done. They were sending the 2 first-rounders to Vegas. Vegas was sending Max Crosby in return. I mean, Crosby's already done the farewell tour. He's been on the podcast. He's, said his ode to his Raiders career. He talked about his excitement in joining the Ravens. And then, lo and behold, with today's 4 p.m. deadline looming for the new year to begin, the Ravens, too many issues with the medicals, apparently. Seems like you would look at that stuff before the trade, but maybe that's just me. And a lot of dominoes have fallen in free agency. So this has created quite the mess, not just for the 2 teams involved, but for any other team that at one point or was considering Max Crosby, or they're trying to address their edge needs. And now they've spent money in other places. Suddenly Max Crosby, I would have to think, is back on the market, but the list of suitable takers down now is way down. And that could trickle down to Max Crosby and the Jacksonville Jaguars being a thing. Bill Barnwell with a pretty intense column. I mean, when it came to the details, pretty detailed column on the Max Crosby situation now, and there's really only 2 or 3 teams that would have a way to get Max Crosby, and the Jags, by the way, may not be one of those. The Raiders got 2 first-rounders for him. That's what they've wanted. The Jags don't have a first-round pick this year, but ironically, on a day where it took a national analyst to tell the nation what we've been telling y'all all along, and I hope you remember that Brian Thomas Jr. is most certainly not on the, quote, trade block. The team has been pretty publicly transparent when it comes to that. And they've maintained that, even though the reports from this social media site and the other, the Jets, the Bills, the Broncos, everybody and their brother, including the Raiders, had been, in talks, or the Jags were fielding calls about Brian Thomas Jr. Now, the further into the offseason we get, and away from a struggling year for Brian Thomas Jr., the more firm I become in wanting to keep Brian Thomas Jr. Now, if you could send Brian Thomas Jr. and your first-round pick next year to the Raiders for Max Crosby, might have to consider it. Do you send Trayvon Walker and a first-rounder to the Raiders for Max Crosby? That's what I would prefer to do. Or if you're telling me, look, Trayvon Walker's going to have to get a contract next year. That's what makes this entertainable. And it may not be for the Raiders, by the way, who are moving away from Max Crosby, I'm sure in large part because of just the continued contractual obligation and that number continuing to rise. Well, I mean, we just saw what Jalen Phillips got. Trayvon Walker, former number 1 pick, going to play his 5th year here in Jacksonville before he enters free agency. And unless the Jags, jump in line and do a restructure and determine they're committed to him, and I know they like Trayvon Walker, I would have to assume any and everybody would like Max Crosby more. And these are my thoughts and musings. Certainly nothing coming from inside the stadium. It's more fan talk. I'm sure it's what you can kick around with your football buddies today. But with Max Crosby's trade to the Ravens now off the board, you revert back to the teams that were reportedly had some communication with the Raiders. The Jags were one of those teams. And when we come back in the next segment, I'll tell you the list of the other teams have gone in other directions already. Maybe he just ends up staying put in L.A. But listen, Vegas. But look, Vegas just went out and spent a ton of money too now, or has agreed to spend a ton of money. Do some of those free agent deals fall through before today's 4:00 deadline on the new year beginning, or start point on the new year beginning? So just a fascinating reneging on a trade. There's so many tentacles to this, with Max Crosby and the deal to the Ravens now dead. Got more free agent news as we take you through this Wednesday morning. 2nd day of free agency in the book. Still all quiet on the Jaguars front. They've not done much other than re-sign their own. By the way, next segment, I'm going to let you hear from Buster Brown, Dennis Gardeck, and Quentin Morris. The 3 free agents that the Jaguars chose to hold on to, and their thoughts on remaining here in Jacksonville. And it's kind of 3 unique perspectives. Quentin Morris can tell you how James Gladstone's interactions with players goes compared to other GMs he's dealt with. Dennis Gardeck can talk about now what could very well be an expanded role, right? Devin Lloyd's gone. I know he didn't play Lloyd's position specifically, but certainly more playing time there at the linebacking position. And Gardeck was coming off an injury when he came here. So I would expect to get even more out of Dennis Gardeck next year than they did this year, and I think the Jags expect that as well with his contract. And then the big one, really, the commitment was to Monteric Buster Brown, and he'll explain why he chose Jacksonville on what was a pretty friendly deal, considering the interest that was going to be out there for Monteric Brown. So we'll get into some of those Jags issues and some other free agency news as we move through this hour in particular. All right, one more big story in sports last night. I'm not sure how to feel about this. I feel the chase through the first half and 3 quarters is a lot more exciting than the final quarter and a home stretch, which takes a record-setting outing, and it just puts a little bit of shade on it to me. E.T., good morning, back in the studio.
What's up, I say, Jeffrey?
How we doing?
Oh,
I want to talk
good.
to you about, were you out here for Luda?
Oh, I was out there for Luda.
All right, well, we're going to get into that here in just a little bit. Let me ask you about Bam Adebayo last night. Became the NBA's second highest scoring individual in a single game. He scored 83. He had 31 in the first, and then I said, oh, let me pay attention. He organically grew that to 43 at the half. He had 63 points at the end of three, and suddenly there are some big numbers in sight, and that's when it goes a little wonky for me. By the end of the game, the Heat were hack-a-wizard to get the ball back, to feed Bam Adebayo. He'd miss, they'd rebound, they'd get it back to him. He went to the foul line 43 times last night, and he landed on 83 points. And I don't want to sit here and say that getting 83 isn't a terrific individual accomplishment. It is. But I think it's fair to say if you took a lot of players in the NBA and you gave them 43 shots and you fed them the ball to see just how many points they could score, I don't know how high some players could go. Is that fair skepticism, E.T.?
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah. And now how does Kobe Nation take this, by the way?
Wow, they ain't liking it.
They're cool with it? No, are they? Yeah,
no.
I was curious. And is it, not being on social media, this is just pretty much what I think of how Bam got those points. And again, man, I don't mean to dismiss. I think Kobe, if you watched him get his 81, it's all Kobe too. You can't get that many points in the NBA without your teammates stepping aside, realizing what you're going to do, feeding you the ball, and letting you be you, right? That just doesn't happen in the league. Bam Adebayo's point total last night is higher than his two previous point totals combined from this year. Bam Adebayo scored more points last night than teams have scored in, I think, 7 NBA games this year. There's a list of records that he broke, and yeah, it seems somewhat contrived by the end of the game. But nonetheless, every NBA team has had this opportunity, and 83 points, man, it's hard to get to 83. But when you shoot it 43 times and you go to the free throw line 40-something times, I can't help but think there's a lot of talent in the NBA that could be putting up 80, 90, even 100-point games. Now, I wish I was old enough to tell you how Wilt did it. Like, in my romanticized view of Wilt Chamberlain, he was just so much bigger and better than everyone, but you got to get fed to score that many points. I think Wilt so overpowering in his era. I mean, he was just a different man. Be the equivalent of Wembanyama today if Wembanyama weighed about 50 more pounds. I mean, Wilt was just that much bigger and stronger than almost everybody else in the league. And in fact, he had the third highest scoring game as well. He had 100. Kobe had 81, and then Wilt had, the next highest scoring game, and now Bam Adebayo falls in between the top two with an 83-point effort last night for the Miami Heat as the NBA season gets ready to head down its home stretch. The Heat are playing good basketball, by the way. They have second longest win streak in the league, second only to those Atlanta Hawks, E.T. I don't want to say anything, but the Hawks have now won 7 straight by doing what Atlanta has never been able to do, beating the terrible teams on their schedule. So, but I digress. The story of the night in the NBA, and it's one that will resonate today. It'll get a lot of conversation about, just some of those aspects that I pointed out. It went from like organic to like super forced and contrived by the last 5-6 minutes of the game in particular. But I ain't slighting. 83 points is a lot of points. Let's take our first time out as we broadcast live here at the Players Championship. Yeah, I want to ask E.T. about it, the little shindig with Ludacris. We'll do that coming up this hour. When we come back on the other side, the trickle down on this Max Crosby trade going bye-bye, and just what kind of player the Jags might be if the negotiations with Vegas and the league have reopened. Don't have a whole lot of time here now. You got to get this done before, is it noon today, I believe? Maybe 2 o'clock today, maybe 4 o'clock today. That's when the new calendar year in the NFL will reset. So we are up and rolling. Glad you're with us. We got all your faves here on a Wednesday. Get Smart John will join us. Think we have Murphy Power Hour on location with us, but I know Daniel's got some spring assignments as well, so I'm not positive on that. Hicken can clear that up for us when we move along. So, by the way, speaking of baseball, nice job, Team USA. Yeah, well played, friends. Way to lose to Italy. I mean, when I think of the baseball powers of the world, certainly Italy comes to mind. You know who got them last night, boys? You know who got them? Jack Caggs. Jack Caglione, the former Florida Gator playing for Italy.
The Italian?
Yeah, at least he sounds Italian, right? Remember yesterday I was talking about the darndest thing with this World Baseball Classic is you look at the rosters and it just nothing matches what you think that country of origin would be. Italy's a perfect example, man. You look at that roster and there's, the guy's name Smith on there. But Italy beats the U.S. I shouldn't be too harsh on them. Italy's 4-0 in pool play, but here's the reality. If Mexico beats Italy, the U.S. is not going to advance out of the group stage. That's unacceptable. By the way, they had gotten it within a run late. They fell way behind, 8-1. They stormed back. They had Aaron Judge to plate, and the big bad Yankee struck out. Oof. You're listening to The Drill on 1010XL, 92.5 FM.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
It's more than great drives, stellar shots, and perfect putts. 1010XL is your radio home for the Players' Championship with live Southeast Orthopedic Specialist leaderboard updates. Teed up by
Dynamic Drives and Designs.
Wingstop.
And North Florida Medical Centers.
This is Paige, owner of Awaken 180 Weight Loss. People ask me all the time what's healthy, and that's hard because healthy is different from losing weight, and I think that's where a lot of people struggle. There are a lot of foods out there that are healthy foods, but they're not going to support your weight loss, and that's what we're here to help with. We're here to help you get in the healthy foods that are going to help you lose weight. The Awaken 180 difference is our coaches. It's our team. You can find things online about weight loss, but you try them yourself and they just don't work. And that's because everyone is different. And that's what our coaches are so skilled at helping you figure out.
Thanks, Paige. Hacker here. Figuring it out, that's what I needed. And the reason I chose Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Not a med, not a diet plan. I wanted a solution. Do what I did and make a 180 with your health and weight. Schedule your Awaken 180 consultation today. Call 844-346-1800. That's 844-346-1800 or awaken180weightloss.com.
In the game of vehicle performance and reliability, Atlantic Infinity is always the top pick. This is Hayes Carlyon. Did you know that every certified pre-owned Infinity is inspected, factory-backed, with a limited warranty, and gets the same championship-level service as a brand-new Infinity? Every mile will feel like first class. Check out their full certified inventory now at AtlanticInfinity.com or visit Atlantic Infinity off Atlantic near St. John's Bluff.
We got a great show for you today.
Denny Thompson stars as the quarterback whisperer.
A big show.
He shares his insights Friday mornings on The Drill.
A king-size show.
Revved up by George Moore Chevrolet on 1010XL.
Make Capital Glass and Shower Doors your premier choice for top-quality glass solutions. With over 40 years of expertise, their team specializes in commercial and residential projects. From elegant shower doors to modern frameless enclosures, they've got you covered. But that's not all. They also offer glass railing systems, glass wine cabinets, and much more. For unmatched quality and service, choose Capital Glass and Shower Doors. Your vision, their expertise. Visit online at capcoglass.com.
Spring is almost here. Is your yard ready? Lucas Tree Service, a family-owned business with over 45 years of experience, is your local certified arborist for tree removal, trimming, and stump grinding for residential or commercial properties. Protect your home, boost your curb appeal, and get top-notch service from a Jacksonville company. Make sure your trees are healthy and safe before summer hits. Schedule your tree inspection today at lucastreeservice.com.
This is Jeff Middlecoff with Cogent Bank. My associate Ryan Salem and I joined Cogent Bank because we wanted to revolutionize the mortgage business, just like Cogent Bank has revolutionized the banking business. So Ryan Salem and I are able to leverage the power and stability of Cogent Bank to go out and find our clients the best investors, the best products, and the best rates in the entire country for your particular mortgage loan. Of course, you don't have to be a customer at Cogent Bank to take advantage of our mortgage services to buy or refinance your home. We offer jumbo loans, VA, FHA, conventional, and investment loans. At Cogent Bank, we offer mortgages nationwide, so we can help you with a second home or help a family member who lives or is moving to another state. Call Ryan Salem or myself, Jeff Middlecoff, at Cogent Bank today, 904-442-9191, to see how we can help you with any of your mortgage loan needs, whatever or wherever they may be.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, Cogent Bank, NMLS ID 402296, Ryan Salem, NMLS ID 1182429, Jeff Middlecoff, NMLS ID 249086.
Homeowners, ready to open your home to spring and shut out high energy bills? It's 31 days of spring savings with Renewal by Andersen. Right now, buy 2 windows or doors and get the third 60% off. Plus, 0 down, no payments, and no interest for 18 months. But this offer expires March 31st. Renewal by Andersen, proud partner of the Florida Gators. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation.
License number CGC 1527613.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
How low can you go? How low can you go? How low can you go? How low can you go?
Not very low anymore, E. I was getting low. I was getting low on the wedding dance floor this weekend, my brother.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm just too lazy to send you a little, video snapshot of the festivities. You would have loved it.
You know I would love that.
Oh, you would have loved it. All right, we're back here on the drill. So Adam Schefter, reports yesterday what we've been saying all along. The Jags don't know where it's coming from. There have been they have no interest in trading Brian Thomas Jr. And so then all of these other team websites and all these other social media now, bad news for our team. The talks that never were aren't going to happen. And so the Jags land back in where they have been consistent in telling us that Brian Thomas Jr. is going to be counted on as, a featured part of this team moving forward, part of why they can be as good as they think they can be, right? And then this Max Crosby trade falls through, and suddenly Brian Thomas Jr. with a quarterback Fernando Mendoza and a need for a number 1 wideout, and the Jags having expressed interest in Crosby before ultimately the Ravens were able to work a deal. So as soon as we get out of that rumor mill, what might we get back in it? All right, first things first. There were a number of teams reportedly interested in trading for Crosby. I do believe the Jags were one of those teams that had conversations. Well, now that list isn't going to be the same. From a column from Bill Barnwell of ESPN, let's first tell you those teams that now will not be as interested as they were a week ago. Let's start with the Cowboys. By the way, their doctors is one of those that said, I don't like these medicals, so that might exclude it anyway. But they went out and traded for Rashawn Gary after they missed out on Crosby. No, he's on the books for $18 million. The Panthers may have gotten into the sweepstakes. Well, they gave Jalen Phillips $30 million a year. The Commanders paid Odafe Oweh $25 million. They had been among those teams in consideration. The Bengals may have considered Crosby as a Hendrickson replacement, but now they're on the hook to give Boye Mafe $20 million a year. The Patriots gave Draymond Jones a new contract. He's locked in as a starter on the other side of Harold Landry. Other long shot options, Niners, Saints, Seahawks, have spent a ton of money in other places. And the Chiefs could use an edge rusher, but I don't think the Raiders can trade him to that division rival. So who's left? Not many. Here is what Barnwell writes about teams who could still be a factor in a potential Max Crosby trade. Here's what he says in no particular order. The first team mentioned, the Jaguars. Here's what he writes. The Jaguars were reportedly in Crosby discussions earlier this offseason, only to come up short of a Baltimore offer. They don't have a first-round pick in 2026. What the Jaguars do have, though, is young talent that might be appealing to the Raiders. If the Jags did trade for Crosby, his spot in the lineup probably would come at the expense of former first-round pick Trayvon Walker, who goes into his fifth-year option before hitting unrestricted free agency. He's coming off a disappointing 3.5-sack season, but his underlying metrics have been more consistent than his sack totals, and he could step in as a meaningful replacement for Crosby on the edge. I get that. But the Raiders then are going to be in a spot at the end of the year where Trayvon Walker is going to command the same kind of dollars that Mason Crosby is commanding right now, no? The other Jaguars players, and so it begins, the other Jaguars player who would undoubtedly interest the Raiders is wideout Brian Thomas Jr. He would get Fernando Mendoza, young number 1 receiver. Schefter reporting yesterday the Jags aren't interested in trading Thomas, but this Crosby news could change things. If the Raiders prefer picks, though, the Jags aren't going to be a great fit. A couple of other teams that fall into that same category, but have more disclaimers, to be honest, than even the Jags. You've got the Lions. You've got the Bills, who have already spent money. Money that's nothing to sneeze at. Already the Bears are another one that might be in, the Eagles another. So it's a shorter list because of what other teams have done, but some of the same roadblocks that were there for the Jags to be able to make a trade with the Raiders, I would assume and presume are still there. All right, let's go into what we do know, and that's 3 Jaguars free agents that the front office, that the franchise, that the organization felt they needed to keep. We'll start with Monteric Brown, and it's good to have him in the fold before free agency began. He gets a 3-year deal. It represents his improvement as a player. He's ascending. He's coming off a career year, and they're going to count on him now to be a big part of what they do as he reaches and matures into his late 20s. Here's Monteric Brown, who was going to have a market on why he chose to remain a Jaguar.
It's somewhere I always wanted to be. You know, I got drafted here. You know, Jaguars took a chance on a 7th-rounder. And, man, I enjoy my time since I've been here. And, man, just play with these guys, these coaches, this organization, man, it just means a lot to me. And I want to continue that.
I tell you what, E.T., I've been here for a long time. And by a long time, I mean every single Jaguar season. And I'm going somewhat here on projection, but I'm not sure that Monteric Brown, Travis Hunter, Jarian Jones, Jordan Lewis may be the best combination of 4 cornerbacks that the team has ever had on the same roster.
It definitely looks good to us. Obviously, you know, us being in Jacksonville, the way people like view it, like, people may, you know, like scoff at it, but yeah, man, that looks like a really good force.
And I'm not comparing it to what other people and what their defensive backfields may have looked like through the years. I'm just speaking from the Jaguars' perspective. And look, I mean, just when it comes to individual standout cornerbacks, Rasheed Matthews, Jalen Ramsey. I mean, we've had an A.J. Boye year here. We've had a Fernando Bryant year there. We've had Aaron Beasley was a really good player here, but we got 4 guys on there that carry, defensive player of the week type potential. And I'm so excited to see Travis Hunter back out on the football field, completed with his rehab and the juice from now a production standpoint he can give. Like last year, Travis Hunter's juice, a lot of it was just his vibe, right? His personality, his energy. Well, I think some of that's going to transition into production. Speaking of production, I think we can expect more out of Dennis Gardeck. Gardeck was kind of a late in the process free agent signing from the Cardinals. And if you look at his Cardinals resume, I mean, he had a year he had 7.5 sacks. I mean, he has the potential to flash coming off an injury when he arrived in Jax. He was still able to give a full year, but his best football could still be ahead of him. Here's what Gardeck says when anticipating what his role may be in a defense that's lost a major linebacker in Devin Lloyd.
Still just I feel like that second year is kind of, within a season, everybody says the big jump is from game 1 to game 2 because you're kind of settling into your identity and who you're going to be as a team, as a unit, offense and defense, special teams. So I feel like there's going to be another big leap just between year 1 and year 2, just kind of having an identity set and going from there. I think those things are kind of always fluid, seeing as pieces kind of come in as the year goes on. So I don't think there's anything that anyone is tied to at this point. and it'll be good to be back with the guys, and that will kind of start to dictate and shape roles.
It's going to be interesting to see just what the impact of losing Devin Lloyd is. I mean, really, the defense last year built itself on its aggressiveness, and forcing turnovers and making splash plays, and nobody made more of those than Devin Lloyd. I mean, he was the poster child for what this defense became last year. So now that he's off to Carolina, let's hope it was a one-year wonder. But it's going to be on Ventrell Miller, maybe Jack Kaiser, and those that remain. But I also trust this. I trust that Liam Cohen, in conjunction with James Gladstone and Tony Baselli and Anthony Campanile, in this case, which of these guys you're going to grow with? You know, which of these guys fit your scheme? Who are these guys that are your guys? And clearly Gardeck and Monteric Brown fit into that mold. All right, lastly, this would be interesting to hear from Quentin Morris. I don't know what Quentin Morris's role will ever be here in Jacksonville outside of a third tight end. Who knows? But they kind of gathered him up midseason last year. He did make some plays. He's got some athleticism to him, and we'll see what the future holds here in Jacksonville. But for now, I would just consider it tight end depth. But it is interesting to hear Morris, who's bounced around the league, and he's dealt with GMs at a few different stops. He talks about what it's like dealing with James Gladstone in this Jaguars front office.
I mean, that's just, the people that are in the building, like, you can have those, like, honest conversations and you just really become, close with these guys. And I knew from the jump, just coming in with Liam, just in training camp, he would just come up to me and have, conversations, just not only asking about, like, me, but asking about my experience other places, like things that I see around the building, maybe that things that can be changed and, things like that, just showing that type of care. And I'm sure everybody's seeing, like, kind of how he is just in the media, just the type of coach he is, can take ownership. And, it's hard to come by, coaches like that. And it's like he's what a lot of guys call a player's coach. And, again, it was a no-brainer when I said, like, where do I want to be next year? It's like back in Jacksonville.
Well, he is. That's Quentin Morris, part of the tight end room, as the roster is a lot of fine-tuning still to go. We still got a draft to get to. By the way, here's another just quick offshoot of free agency, and this is important. When you make these decisions not to re-sign certain free agents, Devin Lloyd, Travis Etienne, and even Newsome are going to bring compensatory draft picks next year. A couple of them probably in the third round. So it's not just a total loss, right? You get the salary you would spend, but you're gonna get extra draft picks because of the level of player the Jags have lost. Compensatory draft picks haven't been a big thing around here because we haven't had any talent. You're listening to The Drill. Gonna hop back into some players' news and notes. Last night was party night, and we got our party guy on the scene. We'll get the details on the Ludicrous Show from E.T. And Scotty Scheffler, a two-time winner, a back-to-back winner here at the Players. Watched Rory win a year ago, and he's kind of been, in a slump by Scotty's standards. We'll get the State of the Union on his golf game when we return as well. You are listening to The Drill live on location at the Players Championship.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. The action. The motion.
You see that acceleration.
Feel the active emotion of live play-by-play.
It's amazing how much energy.
On 1010XL.
Welcome to Key Buick GMC, proudly family-owned and operated since 1943. Come see why they're North Florida's new and pre-owned truck center, conveniently located on Southside and JTB, just minutes from the St. John's Town Center. At Key Buick GMC, every new vehicle comes with our lifetime powertrain warranty. Key Buick GMC, we are professional grade. Online at keybuickgmc.com. Lifetime powertrain warranty covers engine, transmission, drivetrain only. Exclusions apply. See dealer for details.
Streaming live from the XL Digital Studios. Polished by Harbor Dental Care, the locally owned smile restoration experts.
The new Ackerman Cancer Center is now open in World Golf Village with state-of-the-art technology that detects cancer fast and accurately. Same-day appointments are available where faster answers meet compassionate care. AckermanCancerCenter.com.
Life is about choices and the decisions you make. I'm David Robbins with Epstein and Robbins. If you're convicted of a DUI, you'll have to face severe consequences. Walking through the doors of the courthouse or appearing at a bond hearing can be extremely intimidating. Without the right lawyer, you're likely to make the wrong decision. Let our team help you make the right decisions in court. Epstein and Robbins, the right choice.
Epstein and Robbins, fighting for your rights since 1975.
Hey, Jacksonville, I'm sure by now you've seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We are an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We are committed to customer service, reliability, and have unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today. GFL, green for life.
David Garrard here. Playing in the NFL can put a lot of wear and tear on your body, especially your knees. Southeast Orthopedic Specialist has kept me mobile and ready to tackle every day.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialist.
This is former NFL quarterback David Garrard. If your knees have taken a beating and you're finally ready to do something about it, then let Southeast Orthopedic take a look. Come on, do your knees a favor.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialist.
It doesn't matter if you're running drills at the park, playing pickup on a Saturday, or sinking the final putt. When you compete with your friends with Michelob Ultra on the line, competition isn't that friendly. The trash talk, next level, and the stakes, oh, those are crystal clear. With only 95 calories and superior smooth taste, it's the ultimate trophy. Superior is worth playing for. Michelob Ultra, superior light beer. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025, Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Find the Celt in you. March 14 and 15 at the St. Augustine Celtic Music and Heritage Festival with Celtic bands, Highland Games, St. Patrick's Parade and more. CelticStAugustine.com. Sponsored by St. John's County TDC.
When you're hungry, go big, and more importantly, go to Dailies, where they got anything and everything to tantalize your taste buds and fill you up. At Dailies, our barbecue beef brisket sandwich is slow smoked to perfection, tender, juicy, and full of bold flavor. It's the kind of sandwich that truly satisfies. Try the barbecue brisket sandwich at Dailies. Meanwhile, some favorites never go out of style. The Duval sub at Dailies is stacked, loaded, and made with the bold flavor you want in every bite. Fresh ingredients, big taste. It's a local favorite. Grab the Duval sub today at Dailies. Or maybe you just want a delicious chicken sandwich. Some choices just work. The chicken sandwich at Dailies is crispy on the outside, it's juicy on the inside, and it is full of flavor. Perfect for lunch, perfect for dinner, perfect anytime hunger hits. So grab the chicken sandwich today at Dailies. Dailies is made fresh, it's made local, and Dailies is built for big appetites. I'll see you there today.
Rain-X wipers are the #1 wiper blades in America. That means all kinds of drivers choose Rain-X. Big drivers in small cars choose Rain-X. Small drivers in big cars choose Rain-X. Drivers with long hair and short commutes choose Rain-X. Drivers with short hair and long commutes choose Rain-X. Drivers with pets on board, babies on board, and bored babies on board choose Rain-X. Basically, drivers who love a clear view of the road all choose Rain-X wipers. The #1 wiper blades in America.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
All right, we are back live on location. It's a hump day stump day. Get smart, John. Try and get us out of bounds here. We'll keep it in the fairway. Beautiful golf course. Awesome field. Waiting on official Rory McIlroy news. I believe I saw from one of the European outlets that it's not expected to keep him from playing, but the official word and arrival would come today. I guess that's also the beauty of knowing this golf course and playing it as well as Rory has through the years. Two-time champ, the defending champ, a winner in a playoff a year ago. So, man, one thing that this Players' Championship has given us is a who's who of big names going all the way back in the day to Jack Nicklaus winning multiple times. Jack and Tiger and Phil, and And as players have been top 3 players for periods, they've won here during those times. Guys like Henrik Stenson and Justin Thomas, and it's just been Jason Day. It's just been a unbelievable golf experience for golf fans here on the First Coast, because not only do the best come to play, but often the best play their best. Not every year, but certainly along the way. Now, one of the guys that you just expect to tee it up and boom, immediately contend, if not win. I was looking at the odds yesterday, and there's still the belief in Scotty Scheffler versus everyone else is unbelievable. Scotty Scheffler to win the Players is 3.5 to 1. Coming off a little stretch here after all those top 10s, he hadn't been in the top 10 for a couple of events. Wasn't in contention at all at Bay Hill just a week ago. But if you think that Scotty Scheffler is going to get lackadaisical at all about doing anything but winning, think again. Here he is at his Tuesday press conference yesterday.
I think I'm always my own, like my biggest critic. I think, like, no matter what round of golf you look at, I think there's always something you feel like you could do better. And typically, if I look back at my statistics, which I'm not a huge statistics guy, because like I said, it typically lines up with what I feel. My feel is what I trust the most. And so, like, there's been certain instances in my career where I may have had a really good round, and I'll get off the golf course and Randy will be like, great job, that was awesome. And I'm like, we got to go to the driving range. Like,
well, then they have been putting in some range time these last couple of weeks. It kind of feels like Scheffler is going to bounce back here a little bit this week, doesn't it? But it's felt like that the last 2 weeks as well. It is certainly a field that tests you to the point that you got to have even if you're one of the great players, you got to be playing your best. Like, you can go play a regular tour event, maybe not even have your A game, and still be better than the rest of the field that is amassed that week. But here, man, it's like 1 to 125. They're all here. And if you're not careful, the 88th ranked golfer in the world will have 4 great days, and he'll be your players champ. And J.J. Spawn just about did that last year. You know, there's one little, or not little, but a name to, be on the lookout. Back for the first time in years is Brooks Koepka, who has kind of soft-opened his PGA Tour career coming off LIV. He's been pretty well accepted. I think the whole LIV animosity has died down. But Koepka is known for playing his best in the toughest tournaments. Right? He's got the 4 majors. Is it 5 even? I don't know. We went through this a few weeks ago. He's always showed up and flared there. Like, the 80% of his total tour wins are major wins. That's not translated here at Sawgrass. No top 10 finishes in 6 starts at the Players Championship. He had a T11 in 2018. He had a T16 tie for 16 in 2017. And he really struggles on the island hole. He's played it 20 times. He's hit it in the water 10 times. He returned to the PGA Tour for this is his real, first huge event, playing the Players. Let's see, 2022 missed the cut here. 21 missed the cut here. 19 missed the cut here. 15 missed the cut here. And T11, T16 in 2017 and 18. But it has not been a very friendly tourney stop for Brooks Koepka through the years. Well, look, the Tuesday military appreciation and concert series that they have been doing now here for a couple of decades has really become its own special place on the weekly schedule, hadn't it? And they did it a little bit different this year. And they branched out when it came to the musical selections. We went ludicrous, E.T.
Yes, sir.
And I know you're out here because my man, Keith Catlin, happy birthday, by the way. We'll shout that out.
Oh, shout out.
We'll shout that out later when Hicken gets here. But I know he was he called me looking for you yesterday. Did you hook up with him?
Oh, I didn't hook up with him, but he hooked me up.
Oh,
yeah. Your boy got 2 clubhouse passes yesterday.
Yeah, okay. All right. That's
Unfortunately,
good.
I never made it into the clubhouse because I had 2 guests with me.
Oh, I got you.
And they probably will never be in the clubhouse, and like luckily, I'll be able to. I'll find my way in there somehow. So I gifted my guests the clubhouse passes.
Look at you, good. What a dude! And yeah, he called me, said he had those available. I was already back in town.
Man, he looked out for your boy.
I sent him your way. So that's all right. Well, all right. Give me the lowdown. And yeah, you've been to the other concerts in the past, right? Which
Absolutely.
And how many have you been to?
I think this is probably like my 5th year straight.
Okay. Now you tell me, because I'm not out here on Tuesday nights. I went to a couple of these things years ago. But what if the musical? It feels like sitting here that it's been primarily country acts
every time.
It has. So because we had the Chainsmokers one year. They're not country.
And I wasn't here. I don't think I made it that year.
Right, so
and I would have enjoyed that.
Okay. So yesterday we go, I would say opposite of country, Ludacris.
And
right now, did the crowd seem the same as it seemed in other years? Is it the same party, just different music?
Same party now. So, like, my musical palette is real diverse. So, like, whoever it is, I'm there for the vibes. Like, I'm going to get along. I'm going to do it. I'm going to vibe, whatever, regardless. So, all the country acts were amazing to me because it feels...
I remember you saying that.
And it feels like America. It actually does. But yesterday's experience, it was crazy. It was awesome. It was amazing. And had Luda not performed the way that he performed, it wouldn't have hit the way that it did. From young to old, to white to black, to everybody. Like, they truly enjoyed it. I kept panning around just to see everyone's reaction, to see if everybody would leave. There was no open spots nowhere.
How many? I'm sure we all know more Ludacris than we even think we know.
Right.
So how many songs? It's like everyone's like, well, damn, this is Ludacris.
Man, like you forget all the songs that he played, and he played songs for the young and the old. Luda has a verse with Justin Bieber. And he played that song a couple of times, just to give the kids that feel.
Sure.
The DJ played breathe in, breathe out, so that he gave us a little bit of everything. And I'm glad that he did it. He made history by it being the first rapper, and hopefully it's not the last.
Okay.
It was a blast.
Sounds like a good time, man. That's just your boy here. He's just.
It wasn't for everybody.
I got a big shindig tonight. Speaking of that birthday, right? I'm gonna be going late tonight. So, anyway, all right. Let's take a quick time out. We'll come back with a football fix. Try and get on schedule for the Hicken arrival. We've got Get Smart John in the 7 o'clock hour and much more. Thanks for being up and at 'em with us. Hopefully, you can make it out here for some part of these next 4 or 5 days. Take advantage of some beautiful weather, and the best golf on the planet is right here in our zip code this weekend. Back with more next, live from the Players.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
This is your VSIN Action Update, brought to you by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. When you're stuck, call the Duck. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
College basketball, Florida State opens up their run in the ACC tournament. They got a first-round bye. Today they are going to take on Cal. Florida State went 10-8 this year in ACC play, really turned it on in the second half of league play. Cal went 9-9 in conference. Florida State is sitting as a 4.5-point favorite. The over-under at 152.5. The Big 12 tournament continues on in Kansas City. Central Florida got a first-round bye. Today they are going to match up against Cincinnati. Each team went 9-9 in Big 12 play during the regular season. Cincinnati a 2.5-point favorite. The over-under at 147.5.
Progressive helping veterans drive their lives forward. More info, keysofprogress.com.
With your VSIN Action Update, I'm Matt Pauley on 1010XL.
All right, Jackson, let's talk about it. Spring cleaning feels great until your drains remind you what they've been holding on to all winter. If your sink's burping, your shower's backing up, or your toilet's hesitating like it's reading a blitz, it's time to call in the pros. Call Duck Duck Rooter. During their spring drain cleaning promotion, get your drains cleaned plus a free camera inspection for just $129. Must have outside clean out, honest pricing, proven experience, no fourth quarter surprises. When you're stuck, call the Duck. That's 904-862-6769 or duckduckrooter.com.
Don't miss the music of ELO.
Don't bring me down.
The orchestra, with former members of Electric Light Orchestra. Catch all the hits March 18th at Florida Theater. The orchestra. Get tickets now at floridatheater.com.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to divorcemenonly.com. Divorcemenonly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Don't miss the Bari Breakdown with Dr. George Bari on XL Primetime, Wednesdays around 1:35 for the latest in sports injuries from all the big names in the game. Who's MIA, who's coming back? Dr. George Bari on XL Primetime, Wednesdays at 1:35 on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
Hi, this is Lisa the Botanista with Freedom Boat Club. Did you know you can trade in your boat for a membership? Keep using a boat with no maintenance. Be honest. Do you have a love-hate relationship with your boat? Been at the ramp, backing down the trailer all by yourself, then after a long hot day on the water, you're cleaning alone because your whole crew disappeared? With Freedom Boat Club, trade the chores for pure fun. No maintenance, storage, or stress. It's boating made simple. Find out why so many boaters are trading in their boats for a membership. Visit us at freedomboatclub.com.
Attention men and women. If you would like to get your hair back, then you need to listen to some of our clients. John in Orange Park.
IHRS showed me what was causing my hair loss and helped stop it.
Call IHRS now at 904-777-IHRS. Find out how to grow your hair back with a free hair and scalp examination. Mike from Bay Meadows.
I finally found the most experienced company who could restore my hair. Now I have hair where I had none before.
Results guaranteed. Diane from Ponte Vedra.
Now I have what lotions couldn't give me. Thick, beautiful hair.
Find out why you're losing your hair and how to grow your hair back. Call 904-777-IHRS for a limited time free hair and scalp examination.
Now my hair will grow for the rest of my life. Thanks, IHRS.
Thank you, IHRS.
Thanks, IHRS, for giving me my hair back.
Hurry and receive a free hair and scalp examination and get 2 weeks of laser treatments for free. Call IHRS at 904-777-IHRS. That's 904-777-4477. Hairforme.com.
This is Jeff Middlecoff with Cogent Bank. My associate Ryan Salem and I joined Cogent Bank because we wanted to revolutionize the mortgage business, just like Cogent Bank has revolutionized the banking business. So Ryan Salem and I are able to leverage the power and stability of Cogent Bank to go out and find our clients the best investors, the best products, and the best rates in the entire country for your particular mortgage loan. Of course, you don't have to be a customer at Cogent Bank to take advantage of our mortgage services to buy or refinance your home. We offer jumbo loans, VA, FHA, conventional and investment loans. At Cogent Bank, we offer mortgages nationwide, so we can help you with a second home or help a family member who lives or is moving to another state. Call Ryan Salem or myself, Jeff Middlecoff, at Cogent Bank today, 904-442-9191, to see how we can help you with any of your mortgage loan needs, whatever or wherever they may be.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, Cogent Bank, NMLS ID 402296, Ryan Salem, NMLS ID 1182429, Jeff Middlecoff, NMLS ID 249086.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
All right, we're back with a football fix, and day two produces some more, big names on the move around the NFL. Again, the Jags just kind of, I think, wait and see in here. They're going to get that third wave. They're certainly going to have a free agent class. It feels like it's going to be, more like last year, where names filtered in that weren't the biggest names, but certainly they got multiple contributors from a year ago. So again, we'll see. We'll also see with the big news yesterday, the Ravens have nixed the Max Crosby trade with the Raiders before today's 4:00 New Year starts on the NFL calendar. They say the medicals didn't check out. The physical with Baltimore didn't pass code, and so the Ravens are taking a pass. Multiple doctors looked at him, including the Cowboys doctor. A lot of teams that were interested in Crosby before this Raiders deal have made a lot of other moves since. So unless they then renege on their deals made in free agency to try and approach this trade again, and all this is going to have to happen real quick. They're trying to beat, the free agent and New Year deadline trades and all that. Got to be by 4:00 today, so we shall see. Well, the headline is the Jets get their quarterback. They better hope it's not the new quarterback isn't the same as their old quarterback. Geno Smith, who was drafted by New York and was an abject disaster on every front. He once had his jaw broken by a teammate in the locker room. He went off. He aged, matured. He got a lot better, in fairness. Had some really good years with Seattle. Not so much with the Raiders, but man, such a sugar show there. Who knows? Well, he's back with the Jets. Traded to the Jets by the Raiders. Just, one more obvious clue as to what they're going to do on draft day. Not that we needed this move. But Geno Smith back to New York. Gosh, he's 35 years old. It just does not seem like it's going to amount to a whole lot for New York. But he's certainly better than most of the quarterbacks they've employed the last 10 years. Well, the Eagles struck. They do a one-year deal with Tariq Woolen of the Super Bowl champion Seattle Seahawks. The Eagles do this. They do these one-year deals. And I don't mind them. I was thinking this. As Trey Hendrickson continues to sit out there, the word is he's not getting anywhere near what he wants on the market. Danielle Hunter's on a $40 million extension. Jalen Phillips got a $30 million contract. And apparently teams aren't willing to give Trey Hendrickson that kind of cash. Could the Jags sneak in with just like put their eggs in a basket and let's just go 1 year, $30 million? Would he take that? Just like a 1 year prove it deal. He's coming off of an injury, and let's see where that takes us this season and moving forward from there. Could you imagine a defense and the sack totals and how they would be affected by a rotation of Trayvon Walker, Josh Hines-Allen, and Trey Hendrickson, or Max Crosby if they get back in those? But the thing about Hendrickson is you can get him without losing anything but cash. And again, I don't know if that's even a thing. But I see these other players sign these 1 year deals to get good one AAV, and then they can re-enter next year. Maybe Hendrickson would be up for something like that. Who knows? All right, the Steelers are going to keep Cam Hayward, another 1 year deal, speaking of. The Patriots, who let Stephon Diggs go, have signed Romeo Doubs of the Packers. They like him. It's a 4 year, $80 million deal, so basically Jacoby Myers money for Romeo Doubs and a weapon that can grow along with. I like Doubs. I think he's a pretty good player. He got lost in the Green Bay's odd, man. They had 4 or 5 receivers. You never know which one would be the guy that Sunday. But Doubs, if healthy, I think adds something for the Patriots. Man, there's been a Ravens caravan from Baltimore to New York. The latest to join the Giants is fullback Patrick Ricard, 2 year deal. A physical tone setter for the Ravens. Man, I think all this blowing and grass cutting knees got my sneezes going. So anyway, Ricard to the Giants, just another from the NFL notes. That's Football Fix. You're welcome. It's brought to you by the home course, the Julian Creek Golf Club. Tee it high and let it fly. All right, before we go to break, we'll come back with a Hicken arrival and more. I do want to mention FSU in the ACC tournament today. Florida doesn't play in the SEC tournament until Friday. Miami, who had a really good year if you weren't paying attention, they went 24-7. They got a couple of byes in the ACC. They won't play until tomorrow. But FSU takes the court for their ACC tournament opener tonight at 7. They take on Cal. We saw FSU early in the year play very competitively in Gainesville. Now, granted, Florida wasn't the same team then. And then they had a heck of a dry spell. They started 2-8 in conference and were dead in the water. Well, they rallied. They won 9 of their last 11. They finished the season on a 3-game win streak. They won 6 out of their last 7. Their record is all the way up to 17-14. They're a 4.5-point favorite against Cal tonight. So looking for some March Madness and a run through the ACC tournament. That's what it'll take for FSU, and they open play tonight. Also, don't sleep on UCF. Look like they're a tournament team, and they open their Big 12 conference tournament schedule against Cincinnati today. All right, we're back with more next. You're listening to The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Hey, I'm Joey Logano.
Joey Logano, he's already built a Hall of Fame career. Today, he etches his name in stone. Logano is a 2-time NASCAR Cup Series champion.
And you're listening to 1010XL Jack Sports Radio. Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking mumbo-jumbo. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from high heels to wagon wheels. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Leon Serza here, your lemon pepper guy. You know Wingstop always delivers. And I'm not talking about their cook-to-order, hand-sauced and tossed chicken sandwich in your choice of 12 mouth-watering flavors. I'm not talking about the house-made ranch. So good, nobody will blame you if you double dip. I'm talking about Wingstop that delivers straight to your door. And did you know they're open until 1 a.m.? So visit wingstop.com or use the app to get flavors delivered right to your door, late night, only at Wingstop.
Can't stop. Wingstop. Every time your team makes a move,
This kid could be the game breaker we're looking for.
1010XL will break it down.
We're professionals. We have a job to do, a season to plan.
Follow the road to the regular season with AA Automotive and 1010XL.
Veterans have given everything in service of our country. I'm Chris Campione, and if you've been injured in an accident through no fault of your own or dealing with the consequences of having your VA benefits denied, you deserve someone who will fight hard for you. At Campione Law, we're proud to stand up for those who have served and protect the rights that you've earned. You don't pay anything unless we win your case. Learn more at CampioneLaw.com. Offices, Jacksonville and St. Augustine.
Count on Campione Law.
The flagship station of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Quick question. Is your plumbing company run by plumbers or by people who've never held a wrench? At Holland Sons Plumbing, the owners are plumbers themselves. We're family-owned, veteran-operated, and built by people who understand the work. No corporate nonsense, no boardrooms, no suits. Right now, we're hiring service plumbers and residential new construction plumbers here in Jacksonville. If you want steady work, a team that's got your back, and owners who know the job because they've done it, give Holland Sons a look. Holland Sons Plumbing. Local, family, real.
I'm Frank Frangie. Life-changing is an understatement for the 180 I've seen with my daughter Amber. She's now lost over 100 pounds with Awaken 180 in just 9 months. A true 180. Not just on the scale either, in her energy, her confidence, the way she lives. And what I love about Awaken 180 is we knew it would work. It wasn't a hope. It wasn't a guess that maybe it'll work. Amber started the programming knowing this was going to be her solution. Now, you've heard stories from our hosts and clients and probably people you know personally who've reclaimed their life thanks to Awaken 180. It works for the person who needs to lose 25 pounds. It worked for Matt Hayes, who wanted to lose 40. It worked for Hacker, who's lost more than 120 pounds. And it's worked for Amber, who's well over 100. That's why I believe in it. Whatever your scale number is, call the number that will work for you. 844-346-1800 or online at awaken180weightloss.com. Once again, that number is 844-346-1800 or you can reach them online at awaken180weightloss.com.
Renewal by Andersen is kicking off their 31-day spring savings event. For a limited time, buy 2 replacement windows or doors and get the third 60% off. Plus, enjoy 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 18 months. Our acclaimed impact windows are built for Florida, helping reduce energy costs and keeping your home comfortable all year long. Offer ends March 31st. Restrictions apply. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free in-home consultation. License CGC 1527613. Renewal by Andersen, where comfort meets savings.
Frank Frangie here for Coil Fencing. Since 1927, Jacksonville has trusted Coil Fencing to protect what matters. And I trust them too. From tough chain link to your commercial project to sleek aluminum fencing your HOA will love, Coil does it all. Did you know that Coil can also install, service, and maintain those automatic gates that help protect your neighborhood or business? To schedule a complimentary consultation, visit CoilJacks.com. That's COYLE Jacks.com. Coil Fencing, A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. Jags lose a corner. Greg Newsome is giant bound. The deal drops when the league year opens today at 4. Newsome is off to New York on a 1-year, $10 million max deal. Saturday at the Players is sold out. Limited tickets remain for Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. Most parking is full. You're encouraged to use shuttles or ride share. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
Currently it's 7:04 and it's 66 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller. Stay tuned for the Dan Hicken Arrival and more next right here on 1010XL and 92.5 FM.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focus, fueled, fearless, Farah. Ladies and gents, please put your hands together as Dan Hicken enters the studio.
You know it! Yes, sir! Take it, Luda!
My first love. There was nobody that compared to my baby, and nobody came between us or could ever come up.
Oh, they were all dancing out here yesterday. They love to dance. He had his arm in the air right here.
Don't need no Starbucks. She made my heart.
They started going, baby, baby, baby. Oh! Oh,
She got me dazing because she was so amazing.
Might have broke the over-under yesterday on one day with the Sawgrass Splash. Are we totaling? Baby, 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 oh. That's another one, too. They do a lot of collaborations now. Do they do, like, the collaborated songs just he does them by himself?
Yeah, but this was an old one that, you know, like you said, like, I forgot about this one, but a lot of collabs. And, you know, it's smart.
Yeah, sure. Cash grab. A little bit. A little bit. You make money, I make money.
We all make money.
Consumer pays money. Kind of like sports these days. Yeah, these golfers out here are making a ton of cash. It's interesting. The commissioner's going to be the media for the State of the Union today at 10. I think the curtain's going to get raised a little bit here on what the greed and selfishness of, I would say more than anything, the players it's going to cause the model to destruct, and the charitable arm of the PGA Tour is going to be so minimized. They're just going to become like every other professional league, and, you know, they'll do their United Way to look at us, you know, charity campaigns, but the literal giving back of millions and millions of dollars, despite any inclination that, you know, it won't be dramatically affected, is going to be. And it's because these golfers want to play 21 tournaments and make $60 million. That's what it boils down to. I don't want to start it with Danny Downer, but bad night for sports. Bad night for sports, all in all. Just from, we can start with the NFL, which everybody loves, and this Max Crosby deal and the disgrace that is the Baltimore Ravens. That organization has lost. A lot of organizations lose their shine, Pros. And you can put the Baltimore Ravens up there as one who's lost their shine. The days of Ozzie are long gone. I would never, if I was the rest of the NFL, I would never trade with the Baltimore Ravens again. They knew what they were getting. Don't believe for 1 second. Why would they change their mind? Not for 1 second. Why? Because today they're going to sign Trey Hendrickson. That's why. Okay? Because they realized, what the hell are we doing? Why are we trading 2 number ones? We can probably get Hendrickson, he's not getting these you know, the amount of money he thought he was going to get. We could probably bump him up a little bit and get him, and not, because they got to pay Crosby. Crosby still owed $60 million, and his I mean, listen, again, nobody at this time of the year after coming off knee surgery is going to look beautiful. I mean, unless you come out and explain why. They should not be allowed to renege on a trade. You should not be allowed. There's a ripple effect here that could be huge. Luckily for the Raiders, they have so much cap room they can probably absorb Crosby. Because remember, the Raiders went shopping. Yeah. All those guys. Now, what if they were tight? Well, if they were, they could still. By the way, there could still be trickle down. One of the two of those guys, they might have to say before today's 4 o'clock deadline, sorry, we can't sign you. Well, I don't think that's going to happen. Is what I'm saying. I wonder about. Let me ask you this question. Whatever were the old days, and it just wasn't reported. Do you think there have been trades before, and before you get, like, they still had a few days to do 2018, the Baltimore Ravens signed a guy named Ryan Grant, not our Ryan Grant, but a receiver named Ryan Grant. Well, it was like a 4-year, $30 million deal, something to that effect. I don't know the exact numbers. The next day, Michael Crabtree got cut and became available. Guess what? Hey, Ryan, you just failed your physical, and they turn around and sign Crabtree. The Ravens have a history of this. They're a dirty franchise, and shame on them for what they've done. This is not good for the NFL, and somebody needs to step in. And I know that a lot of times, listen, this is what the CBA, the collective bargaining agreement says. This is what we have, blah, blah, blah. I think it's a disgrace.
I think it's a disgrace for the Baltimore Ravens. They should be ashamed of themselves. All you Ravens fans, it's on you.
I don't know how you can
And then it was
get to the point of saying, yeah, we'll trade you.
I know everybody's saying, well, jump in. Not for 2 number ones now. If the Raiders get Max Crosby back, he's viewed as damaged goods. What are you going to get? You might not even get 1 number one for Max Crosby.
I wonder
if you take him back with open arms. Sorry, Max. Max has already penned his goodbyes. I mean,
he said no hard feelings. That's the initial reaction, but we'll see. I would have to think that the
no
Raiders
hard feelings because he's going to get $60 million from somebody.
I think they would continue to try and move him.
Yeah.
And does it bring the Jags back into play at all now that, to your point, if he's damaged goods and it doesn't take 2 firsts, what would they take? And how is there? Yeah. The reality with the Jags are kind of this Trayvon Walker thing is like right now is going to be a big deal.
Yeah.
Like next year, do you want to pay Trayvon Walker $35 million a year to keep him?
Might be this year. I don't know.
But if you do, I mean, would you rather trade for Max Crosby and pay him that money the next 4 years?
Yeah.
I think that's a fair question to ask.
Well, I think they'd rather have Trayvon Walker and Max
Yeah,
Crosby.
well, you can't do that. But if you can only have 2 of them, wouldn't you rather have Josh Hines Allen and Max Crosby?
Well, you could have them both for this year.
If Trayvon's not involved with the deal, and that's something they may want, but then they would also be bound to the future contract. So I don't know. I don't think the Jags are. It doesn't look like they're going to have either the means or the motivation to make that quote unquote splashy move.
Well, yeah, we'll see. So we go from that, and then we go to another franchise that has been tarnished forever, and that's the Miami Heat. It's a lot like you remember the St. Louis baseball Cardinals, the Cardinal way.
Yeah.
That's how's that working these days? The franchises that are so snobby that we're better than everybody else. I like to see them get theirs. Pat Riley should be rolling over in his grave, and he ain't even dead.
Oh, you tried to kill Pat Riley?
Yeah, he ain't even dead.
Moida.
Adebayo, 83 points. That is a joke. The way the game was played. But again, gutless commissioner. He won't step in. I don't want to upset the guys. You guys, do you need a day off?
What do you want him to do?
Rest?
Discount the game?
Huh?
You want him to just discount the game? Doesn't count?
Prior tonight, Bam Adebayo averaged 4.8 free throws per game. Last night, he shot 43. Come on. This is a joke.
Oh, that Wizards defense.
I mean, the Wizards don't care because they just want to lose.
Yeah.
So they don't care.
And Trae Young's on the team, which means automatically a team's going to get an extra 20 or 30 points.
Yeah.
Not sure he played last night. But.
Yeah. Wilt Chamberlain, 100. Bam Adebayo and Kobe Bryant, 81. That should never be that way. Should never be that way.
Well, here's what I don't like about it. It was
Bam Adebayo's averaging. There's people out there in the social media world said, "Shoot, I don't even think he can get 13 a night. Some nights when I gamble on him,
Mm-hmm.
I mean."
Yeah, what he must have given you in DraftKings last night.
It doesn't fit, and it's
here's the thing.
Wrong. It's wrong what happened. They're fouling to get
him the ball,
to get him more possessions,
like they're trailing in the game.
Yes,
and you're up by 30.
Yes.
Here's what I don't like about it.
Spoelstra hugging him like he's some brilliant mastermind technician, and we all did this. Shame on Spoelstra, shame on Riley, shame on the Heat organization.
You're kind of a Heat hater, so this just
yes, I am a Heat hater.
Yeah, I knew that.
Yes, Pat the Rat.
I'm not a big Heat fan either. Hawks trying to chase him down. Here's what is so disingenuous about it to me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think this. Okay, this isn't a thought. I know this. I know that if the Washington Wizards went to Denver and the Nuggets gave Jokic the ball like Adebayo got the ball last night, and Jokic fired up 22 threes, he wouldn't make 7. He'd make 12, and he'd score 100. He'd break Wilt's record if they did for him what the Heat had to do for Adebayo.
It's Wilt Chamberlain, Bam Adebayo, Kobe Bryant, Wilt Chamberlain, Luka Doncic. I mean, come on, man. What are we doing? That's shameful, man.
I wish I was old enough to know like how Wilt got his exactly.
He had 28 free throws.
But does that happen? Is it like, okay, he's getting to 100 feed? You know, I don't know. I do know he was way more of an imposing, physical, dominating player than Adebayo is based on his peers at the time.
Well, Kobe were scorers. Bam Adebayo ain't a scorer.
That's fair. That's also true.
You don't have a score.
But Kobe's 81 was also manufactured. I mean, anytime a guy shoots the ball 40, 50 times, you wonder what any other NBA player would do if they jack that many shots.
Yeah.
And I wonder what the most shots for like a under 50-point game is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if you shoot it 43 times, I mean, to be average, you'll score 50. But he's jacking 22 threes. His 2 highest scoring games this year, if you combine them, would not get to 83.
Yeah.
I mean, that just tells you all you need to know when it comes to the manufacturing, the contrived nature of that quote-unquote accomplishment last night. So, now, look, I will say this. Getting 83 on air is, just getting up and down the floor for 48 minutes, trying to score that many points ain't easy. But I just think there's dozens of players in the NBA that could join that list if that was the strategy.
Yeah. I think so, too. I didn't like it.
Shout out Team USA Baseball. I thought that was impressive, losing to Italy at home.
That's another one.
That's another roster I enjoyed watching Italy, and I got a redheaded guy named Perry. I mean,
you got the coach, the skipper, DeRosa, on his little morning talk show with the boys yesterday, telling them, now that we've clinched, we're fine. And
he said clinched?
Oh yeah, he thought they were in. Oh yeah, I misspoke on that one. Yeah, no kidding, Mark. Way to know. I mean, what do you do? You think you just go roll the ball out and win? You might want to do a little research.
Let me ask you this: if you're Italy, don't you just lay down, get them out?
Yeah.
Mexico beats Italy today. Mexico and Italy advance, and the U.S. does not even get out of group stage.
Mexico has to score 5 runs.
Okay.
There's a run. The tiebreakers run.
Okay. I thought it was runs allowed divided by some nonsense they were.
Mexico has to. I think I believe the number is 5 runs that Mexico has to score. So
if I'm Italy, I throw my electrician.
Yeah.
Whoever's at the bottom of my thing, beat us 12-0. I don't care.
Yeah.
Get the Americans out of there. They're a good team.
Not only does DeRosa not know what's going on, then he turns around and the boys are exhausted. They're really dragging. They're dragging from playing baseball.
They play 162 games.
We didn't get back till 12:15.
Yeah, that's
so he gave like 2 or 3 of the dudes starters off.
Yeah, that's silly.
And it bit him.
Yeah,
it bit him.
I mean,
by the way, Lorenzen's a major league pitcher. And you get a guy going, and McClain gave up 2 home runs, and then Cags got one, and all of a sudden it's 5-0, and it's a good thing they rallied for the 6 runs that they did. They got to turn around.
I'm not going to admit, I kind of enjoyed big old bad Aaron Judge whiffing like a little leaguer to end the game. There you go, MVP. Way to come through in the clutch for the country there.
Yeah.
Who was the closer for Italy? Oh, it's his former teammate, actually. His former Yankee that struck him out.
Oh, yeah. But, you got Keller throwing one into center field. I mean, there's some Little League baseball.
It's also weird how they put the roster together. They put their stars, and then there's like just mid-level players.
Yeah, maybe that's it. I don't know, but whatever. It wasn't great.
Who does Roman Anthony play for?
Red Sox. He's going to be a star.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah.
I was not.
They love Roman Anthony.
Yeah. He's not.
He's 21 years old.
No. I'm not including him. But I'm just saying. I was. He played the full year for the Sox, or is he a?
I think so.
Yeah,
he might have got hurt last year.
I knew the name, but I didn't see him play anywhere, and I didn't pay much attention.
We're gonna need some raid out here.
Yeah, we got a little mosquito action.
We got some bugs. I mean,
put us in like one of those African safari tents or something.
Oh boy. Oh, we might have to close up.
Is Murph in today, or is he off on spring flings, or is he?
Murph is not in today. He may swing by tomorrow.
Okay.
Again, it's a question of logistics.
I got you. Makes sense.
Yeah.
I know sometimes he's out here with his buddies and swings by.
We got to do the 10-minute drill. We got trivia, though. We got a bunch of other stuff we got to get done. We got the players here. We're on Rory watch. Hopefully he's here bright and early.
It seems one of the Euro outlets reported that he's expected to play and won't hold him out. And that's what I think. I think just a couple days off.
I'm excited about the tournament, though. That'll be a lot of fun. So hopefully we turn positive. I know E gets upset with me when I get all negative like that. E,
you don't like that negativity.
You don't like that negativity.
No, he doesn't.
Negativity.
Unless he can put it on social media.
How many did you have yesterday, splashes?
I think 2.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah, just 2. I took it like yesterday.
I saw you on camera drinking something. Transfusion.
It was a cut water. It was my first time having a cut water. It was a transfusion cut water.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So you chugged 3 of those in a row or something like that.
Nah, come on.
He's already training for next year's river run.
Yeah, no doubt.
I ain't gonna lie, I was thinking about it, man. I think I might do it.
Thought about it, then I dismissed it.
Yep.
Try and beat that 2-hour mark at least.
Oof.
No, I'm partying next year, bro. I'm partying next year.
What did you think, by the way? Let's go to break. This is the drill. We're back with the 10-minute drill next.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. 1010XL covers the Players' Championship start to finish. Track your favorite golfers and get live Southeast Orthopedic Specialist leaderboard updates. Teed up by Green Acres Sporting Goods, Performance Painting, and Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic and Air Conditioning.
Hey, shoot your shot on Prize Picks. Get $50 instantly when you play your first $5. That's right. Prize Picks is now giving you $50 in lineups when you sign up and play your first $5. They make every dunk, does Prize Picks. Every dime, every board, that much more exciting. Don't miss the big chance to get started on America's #1 app for sports picks. You know how you play. Pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections. Get your picks right, you cash in. Oh, yeah. Pick from all the favorite sports, too. Basketball, baseball, hockey, UFC, soccer. I'll go on and on and on. However, with all these different games that they offer, all these different fun ways that you can connect, you can't do any of it unless you download the app. So download, and it's easy to do. I did it. If I did it, anyone can do it. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use code 1010XL. $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code 1010XL to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. It's Prize Picks, man, and it's good to be right.
Homeowners, you taking a look at your lawn yet? Let me guess, you're looking at your lawn wondering what to do after a historically cold season. Well, if you want your lawn to bounce back quick, you gotta call topdressing.com. Nobody else can do what they do. Their proprietary process. I've never seen anything like it, and neither will your neighbors. They will have your lawn looking like a golf course. Nobody else can do it. They're no secret now, so get ahead of it. Call for a free estimate. Be the envy of your neighbors. Top dress your lawn like the pros with topdressing.com.
If you're thinking about getting a new roof sometime this year, Endless Summer Roofing can help. I'm Claudia, owner of Endless Summer Roofing. Stronger materials, expert installation, real peace of mind. A new roof isn't just an upgrade. It's the primary source of protection for your family home. Visit EndlessSummerRoofing.com for a free inspection today, and I'll make sure you're ready for tomorrow. Endless Summer Roofing. Protecting your home from Florida's endless summers.
Pick the hottest players at the Players.
Yes! If your golfers score the lowest at TPC Sawgrass, you could win $1,000 of jewelry from Beard's Diamonds. Teed up by Endless Summer Roofing. Enter at 1010XL.com.
Bro, have you heard about the hottest and newest sports league in town?
Vanguard Sports League isn't just VIP, it's the standard. Smoke-filled tunnel intros, cool benches with canopies, big scoreboards, championship rings, and convenient locations all across Jacksonville. Oh, and mascot potties there hyping everyone up every game. No wonder it's the talk of the town. Spring and summer registration now open.
Search VanguardSportsLeague.com today.
The Players' Championship returns to TPC Sawgrass March 10th through 15th. Experience golf's most iconic stage with enhanced food and beverage offerings, interactive fan attractions, and an atmosphere built for every type of fan. See the best players in the world, including world #1 Scotty Scheffler, 2025 champion Rory McIlroy, and fan favorite Brooks Koepka take on the legendary Stadium Course and the famous Island Green. Tickets available at theplayers.com.
Are high-interest credit cards and other loans sucking the life out of your finances? It's time to say no more. Let Loan Pronto tap the equity on your home and get the cash you need now so you can pay it all off. Hey, it's Prosser here. Corey and Jack called Loan Pronto in a matter of days. They had $160,000. They kept their 3% mortgage intact, didn't even need an appraisal, and with all that cash, they wiped out all their credit cards and 2 car loans, saving $2,000 a month. You can do it too. LoanPronto.com, the rapid equity loan program, can get you $100,000, $200,000, even $500,000 in cash. Chloe and Ethan just did it. Consolidated all their high-interest debt into one super low monthly payment, giving them an extra $1,000 a month. Imagine, pay off all the credit cards, slash your monthly payments, breathe easier. Get your life back. Interest rates are at 3-year lows. Call Loan Pronto today, 904-999-1500. That's 904-999-1500, or go to loanpronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781. Visit NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. And now, let's light up the Firehouse Subs 10-minute drill.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got sports concepts, sports rationalizations. We call it the 10-minute drill. At the end of the drill, we like to hand out a prize pack. Edie, you tell me it's razzle dazzle. What do you have today?
I got a pair of tickets to see the orchestra starring former members of ELO live at the Florida Theater going down March 18th. One lucky winner can win a pair of tickets to go check out that show at the end of the 10-minute drill.
That is lovely. And we'll do that at the end of the drill before we get to the rest of the day. By the way, Kentucky players under Calipari: Bam 83, Booker 70, Cat 62, Fox 60, AD 59, Randall 57, Cousins 56, SGA 55, Murray 55, Maxey 54, Wall 52, Monk 45, PJ 43, Hero 41, Bledsoe 41, Quickly 40.
That's a lot. Quickly 40.
One national title.
Those guys, he had a number of those guys on each roster.
Pool B scenarios ahead of Italy versus Mexico. Italy wins, Italy, USA advance. Mexico wins, plus scores 5+ runs. Mexico, USA advance. Is that right? Mexico wins and scores 4 or fewer. Mexico, Italy advance. I don't know if that's right. I got to check on that. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that's just what you said. If they score more than 5. Oh, no.
I thought Mexico would go. I think Mexico has to score.
Well, I don't know. I would go by what they're...
Hold on. Let me look at this right here.
So basically, now that would narrow the scope of how the U.S. gets in.
Yeah.
Right?
Let me make sure.
Or no, there is a scenario where Mexico wins and the U.S. still gets in. We didn't...
There's great video. I'll get back to that in a second. There's great video going around. Did you see the Tristan Wirfs and Tyler Linderbaum used to wrestle against each other in high school?
No, I ain't see that.
They both go to Iowa?
They're both from Iowa.
I think they both went to Iowa,
Might have both went there.
Yeah.
Anyway, and wrestling is probably, for big men, it's probably a great sport. You know,
for sure.
For the big man football player.
For like offensive linemen,
Yeah.
I mean, the hand-to-hand combat, the leverage, all of it.
But the video going around is Linderbaum pinning Wirfs.
It's kind of like when Baselli pinned Mr. 10 at the Google.
Yeah, a little bit like that. However, apparently Wirfs was 6-1 all time against Linderbaum.
Oh, and they showed that. Who posted it?
I don't know.
Yeah,
it wasn't Linderbaum.
That's kind of dirty.
Yeah.
And then you got to double back. Why do I got to double back and say that's misleading? Right?
Yeah.
Like you're darned either way. Either you let it go, who cares, or you double back and now it's
Yeah.
I tell you what, you wouldn't wrestle with. Any opportunity to have either one of those two guys on your line.
Wow.
There have been a lot of gaffes. And in fairness, you can do this for every team. And they just stood out more because we struggled for so many years. But, man, of all of them, and there have been a ton, passing Wirfs for C.J. Henderson may be worse than all of them.
Yeah, that wasn't good.
I mean, that would have just put you in a whole different direction.
Well,
I wonder what the Jags are going to end up doing with that veteran running back, who it's going to be. There's not a whole lot left. I mean, is it going to be Rachaad White? Is it going to be? Does it matter? Probably doesn't matter. Whoever the Jags sign as a running, whoever they draft as a running back couldn't matter. Whoever they sign as a running back really isn't going to matter. Like, they're not going to be a difference maker. Like,
No.
if the running game's going to be good, it's got to be because Tootin is ready, like they think, or they're going to draft a guy who is first on his rookie. And that's the one thing about the running back position more than any other. You feel like you could get a guy in round 3 or 4, he'd be a 1,000-yard rusher. You know, if you pick the right one and you found him, and the Rams did that for, more than once. And Kyron Williams is a good example of that. So, and then...
Was he a 5th rounder, Kyron?
I think he was a 4th.
4th?
Do you think the Jags look at their, edge is a problem? Or they think it's a strength? Because I kind of feel like we feel like it's a problem and they feel like it's a strength.
Yeah. That's a good question. I don't know.
I can't. I need good football players are awesome to have. But if I got a starting edge rusher year after year after year, he's got to be getting, 8 to 14 sacks every year, doesn't he? So I don't know. Like, part of the, where are they going to be? Are they going to be willing to pay Trayvon Walker $40 million a year when his contract comes up at the end of this year?
I get the feeling that I know they like Trayvon Walker. I don't know.
And will he command that? I don't know. Is Trayvon Walker's, because here's the reality, Hick. If you look at, and I'm not saying they're the be-all and all, but if you look at the grades, if PFF grades the edge rushers, he doesn't show up in the top 30. So where is the disconnect on, Trayvon is headed toward a max deal, and where his stats and his grades are. And again, I am not saying that he's a bad football player. That's not my point.
Right.
But if you draft an edge rusher number 1 overall and you're going to give him a second contract, he's got to be 20-sack guy. Heck, he can't be good. He's got to be great.
If Mexico wins, I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's good.
If Mexico wins by scoring 4 runs or fewer, the USA Dream Team is out. So it's Mexico.
Mexico has to win and score 5.
Yes. Yeah.
Or lose.
Yeah.
So if Mexico scores under 4, then U.S. gets in either way.
Yes.
And again, if I'm Italy, I throw my electrician, my school teacher, whoever I've got on this roster, my 48-year-old.
Giuseppe.
Yeah, whoever.
You're throwing tonight.
Yeah, Giuseppe.
The pasta chef.
As soon as they get to 6, we'll stop.
Oh, my gosh.
That's how it would seem to be. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back with some time out for trivia.
Okay.
What you think? E, you got some swag back there? What you got?
Oh, I got some swag. I got a pair of tickets to the orchestra starring former members of the ELO Live at Florida Theater. That's going down March 18th. One lucky winner hit me up right now, 904-641-1010 to win a pair of tickets. Holla at your boy.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Live streaming from the XL Digital Studios. Brightened by Harbor Dental Care, Jacksonville's first choice for dental emergencies.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking mumbo-jumbo. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from high heels to wagon wheels. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
The investment landscape always changing. New rules, new regulations, new opportunities. But at ITP Partners, one thing remains constant: the commitment to your financial future. Whether it's consolidating your accounts, rolling over your 401k, maximizing your pension programs, ITP is going to make your financial journey simple and smart. Those ITP partners are terrific. Dan Abel and Janice Cobb, Reagan Wright and Reed Wingate, Chris Bryan and Jeff Hartman. Trust, transparency, and experience. Get that money in motion. Let ITP Partners help you grow and protect your wealth. ITP Partners, stable, strategic, secure, and easy to get a hold of. Chris at ITPPartners.com or call 312-9751. They're my financial partners for life. Security investment advisory services offered through Osaic Wealth Inc. Member FINRA and SIPC. Osaic Wealth is separately owned in other entities and or marketing names. Products or services referenced here are independent of Osaic Wealth.
Termite swarms are active right now in Jacksonville, and once they get inside, damage can happen fast. Termites don't knock, they silently attack the structure of your home, leaving behind costly repairs and long-term headaches. Protect what you've worked hard for with the proven protection homeowners trust. Terminix Safe, with advanced termite treatment and prevention solutions. Visit Terminix.com and schedule your free termite inspection today.
All right, Jacksonville, you know spring has officially arrived when the pollen's flying, the grass is growing, and your septic system starts thinking about getting your attention. Trust me, a simple pump out now can save you from a disaster that'll have the whole neighborhood holding their noses. That's why you call Duck Duck Rooter the only master septic contractor in Northeast Florida. Real pros, not somebody guessing with a shovel. Right now, schedule your spring septic clean and get $50 off septic tank pumping. When you're stuck, call the Duck, 904-862-6769 or duckduckrooter.com.
Hey, gang, Prosser here. When it comes time to sell your home, I'll tell you, you got one option. It's Chad and Sandy. Or another option, just fruitless frustration. Now with Chad and Sandy, see, they get to the solution real quick. Let's get to the punchline. Your home sold guaranteed or they will buy it. That's why you got to go to ChadAndSandy.com or call them today at 414-6200. Government's making moves intended to push mortgage rates lower. The last time rates dropped, we saw a selling and buying frenzy. Now's the time to prepare. You call Chad and Sandy, the proven experts to sell your home. Need max price, need to sell now, fast, easy, stress-free. Chad and Sandy got this science-based Market Max system. It's proven, it's repeatable, and they guarantee they'll sell your home. Using the proprietary Market Max, Chad and Sandy guarantee your home sold at an agreed-upon price and deadline, or they will buy it. No required repairs. Pick your move date. No long-term contracts. We trust them. You can too. ChadAndSandy.com. ChadAndSandy.com.
When you buy online, you really cannot tell because you're not looking at the stone. So it's impossible to buy a stone online that you could really see everything about it. You have to buy a diamond in person.
That's John Lupo at Beard's Diamonds, who says one big mistake is trying to buy a diamond online. Because each diamond is unique, you need to examine it for yourself.
Otherwise, you can get fooled, you can get tricked, and that's not a good thing when you're spending thousands of dollars.
At Beard's, John's son Ben says they give each customer the ability to compare multiple diamonds in their price range, not just on paper, but up close inside and outside.
Go outside in the natural daylight. That's the best test to be able to see the exact color in the stone, see the brilliance in the stone, and the fire and the scintillation, which is very, very important.
People want to know what they're spending this money on, and they also want to be protected.
That's why Beard's takes it a step farther with a money-back guarantee and a trade-up policy that guarantees you will always get what you paid when you upgrade. Buy with confidence at locally owned Beard's Diamonds in St. John's Town Center.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch. Now, get smart, John.
Missed it by that much.
On 1010XL.
Oh, even on location. You know him, you love him. He's bald. He's beautiful. Oh, he smells so good. TriviaNation.com, Zone.
Savage.
Get smart, Johnny!
Good morning, Googans.
Good morning, Googan.
Morning, Jonathan.
Nice to be able to talk to you. By the way, another great time at the J Fun wine tasting. It was always a pleasure to be out there. Oh, my gosh. And met a lot of Googans and Googanellas. So, of course, I have a couple shout-outs. You know that.
Oh, of course.
Right. Bishop Kenny connection, by the way. So shout-out to Karen and Joe Nichols. Kids both go to BK and talk about the sports program. Yes. So it's nice to see some familiar faces out there. What struck me when I was talking to the Godfather, Coach Coughlin, and Larry Zonka, is when you look, by the way, I had never seen Coach Coughlin wear his Super Bowl ring, and he was wearing it that night. And how gaudy and huge it is compared to Zonka's, his kind of looks like a class ring, like a normal ring.
For sure.
Yeah. So the evolution of the Super Bowl ring. That's all.
Two Syracuse running backs there.
That's right, teammates.
That's right, teammates. Cracks me up because Zonka was saying, "Hey, Tommy, come here." They still. Yeah, anyway. Good stuff.
Zonka's a good dude. Zonka was the GM of the Bulls, and we're good friends of ours. Was his administrative assistant. Good stories.
Speaking of Bishop Kenny, congrats to the girls. Won their game yesterday. They'll play for a state championship on Thursday. The fellows came up short in the state semifinal. So, but congratulations.
Is that what we're down to? Local, the BK girls.
BK girls and boys both played yesterday. BK girls winners.
Okay.
So they'll have a big showdown for a state championship.
Nice.
And then today we've get Fleming Island and I think the Bartram Trail girls still have to go. And that's it.
Good luck to all those.
It's been great though. Place is packed every night. So,
UNF.
Yeah. Terrific.
That's
awesome. A friend of mine was
That's
at the
awesome.
Jackson game. He sent me a screenshot. It was photo. It was packed.
Yeah. One more thing about Bishop Kenny because it shows I'm really old. So my freshman year, which I started in 1975, that was the first year that Bishop Kenny had air conditioning.
Oh boy, lucky you.
Woo-hoo. Yeah. Okay.
Tough break for the
All
74 graduating class, though.
Exactly.
Especially when you had to wear the uni.
Oh yeah, for sure. All right, we're going to get you started with geography.
Don't know much about geography.
The Mississippi River empties into the Gulf of Mexico, or is it Gulf of America? Anyway, in what U.S. state?
Louisiana,
isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in New Orleans. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Mississippi Queen.
The Olympics.
The Olympics.
Yes. Who became the highest scorer in U.S. women's Olympic hockey history after scoring her 15th career Olympic goal during the gold medal game against Canada?
God.
Is it something Kerr?
Is it Keller?
Keller, yeah. Christy Keller?
Is it Keller?
Miller?
Wheeler?
Kerr. It's one of those. It's like something like that.
There is a Keller. I know there is a Keller. I can guarantee you there's a Keller on the team. I just don't know.
That sounds right to me.
Let's run with
Because
it.
I was thinking Kerr.
Let's go with it.
Keller.
Hillary Knight.
Oh, good night.
You were close. You had the K in there and stuff. By the way, that was just a round one question, which was pretty tough, and
By the way,
a lot of people missed it.
By the way, we weren't close.
Yeah, at all.
Well, it began with a K.
We had the part of Hillary. Oh boy, I don't remember that. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you.
Shameful.
Okay.
Doesn't discount. I didn't know that they kept tabs on women's goals at the Olympics.
Oh dear.
I didn't know there was such a thing.
Ouch.
New record.
Oh man.
Damn it.
And by the way,
Man.
the U.S. player could have scored that they set the record, and I would have known either.
Yeah.
In 1976,
Mm-hmm.
Sears changed the brand of its refrigerators, freezers, air conditioners, and dehumidifiers from Cold Spot to what?
Is it Frigidaire?
Frigidaire.
Frigidaire.
Kenmore.
We are rolling.
You are down the hill.
That right there is why I don't cook or do laundry.
Okay.
Movies.
Whose only Academy Award win came in the Best Supporting Actor category for his role in Goodfellas?
All right.
Joe Pesci.
Yes.
Yeah. Joe Pesci.
Yeah.
Either him or Leota would have been because the other ones had him.
Interstate.
Interstate.
The West End. Yeah. The West End of Interstate 10 is in which U.S. state?
California.
California.
Hop on in Jacksonville and drive right to the Pacific Ocean.
Mm-hmm. That is right.
And be a long, boring drive.
Cool.
I hate driving. It gets worse and worse the older I get. Like
I'm with you there.
long drives. Ugh. And flying is even more a pain. And it's expensive. No easy way. I need the teleportation to hurry up.
That's right. Or when they envisioned the future, flying cars, remember? Thinking that.
How much time would you save in life if they had teleportation?
Right. I think
anywhere.
I think what we're eventually going to get to, and again, this is my own individual thought. I said it before Elon announced something real similar, but they're going to put us like in those vacuum tubes like you have at the bank. Only instead of going from the car to the teller, you're going to go from Jacksonville to Atlanta. It's going to take you 18 minutes, and you're going to put your earphones in, and boom, you're going to wake up. You're going to be there.
Yeah.
I like that. That sounds cool.
Well, it's an idea.
Yeah. TV. Michael J. Fox, Justine Bateman, Tina Yothers, and Brian Bonsall play siblings in which 80s sitcom?
It's Family Ties?
Ties, yeah.
Okay.
Very popular show back in the day.
Yes.
Yeah.
Science.
It's the proton, John. The proton. The atom.
Yes. Within two, either way.
Mm-hmm.
In what year was Dolly the sheep cloned?
Dolly the sheep.
I feel like I was in high school. Yeah. Go like 86, you think? Or is that? Are you thinking earlier?
Dolly the sheep.
Could have been earlier. I don't remember referencing it in high school. Like as it seems
Were
like
you in high school in '84?
Yeah, it seems like that would make the high school lecture at some point. We're cloning sheep out there.
Yeah.
86 would give us 84 to 88. 85 would give us 83 to 87.
Let's do 84 because that gives us 82 to 80.
84.
96.
Wow, that late, huh?
Wow.
Yeah, so 94 to 98.
Okay.
Right around it.
Ooh. Oh, wait. No, we went at 96.
Oh.
We got our decade off. That's not what we meant.
Oh, okay.
I got confused with the 8 and the 9. Ooh, sorry.
Yes, you misspoke. Right, right. Okay.
Egypt. Right in my
Sure.
wheelhouse.
This is tough. This is a tough one today.
Yeah.
I'm going to answer. Pyramid.
Yeah. Okay.
The Sphinx,
Okay.
John. It's the Sphinx.
Pyramid. The river. The Nile. Denial.
The Sphinx.
No.
Okay. Well, then we're not going to get it.
Maybe not. Okay. In Egyptian lore, who is the god of the sun and creation?
Walk like an Egyptian.
Walk like an Egyptian.
King Tut.
No, I know it's. Is it?
Now,
is it,
when I die,
what is it? Ramses?
Oh, that's a good one.
Ramses?
That's that. Ramses is the one who's always. But is he a god?
I don't know.
Ramses is one.
Is he a king?
Isn't he one that you go see? Like,
yeah, it could be. I mean, you're asking me Egyptian hierarchy. What was it again? The Egyptian god that did what?
Of sun.
Who is the god of the sun and creation?
Creation.
Egyptian. I mean,
the god of creation.
I'm gonna go Ramses. I don't know anything else.
Well, that's a good name. Throw it out there.
Ramses.
Ra.
Ra. Okay.
Hey, guess what, John?
Hoorah.
Rah, 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 rah.
Yeah.
Hey, hey, hey.
Let's take a break. It's halftime here on Trivia. We're gonna go to
halftime, and we're down 30-0.
We're going to brain camp. We're going to employ the hackle wizard strategy when we return. See if we can't score a little bit. Let's stick to the drill on 1010XL.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Take Jacksonville with you.
There's no place like home.
Listen to 1010XL away from home.
Oh, but anyway, Toto, we're home. Home.
Download the 1010XL and XL 92.5 FM apps for free on Apple and Android devices.
Looking for golf that doesn't feel like golf? Welcome to Pine Royale, Callahan's new golf entertainment destination. Play a 9-hole par 3 course, compete in TrackMan-powered driving bays, and get ready for all-new 18-hole mini golf coming soon. As the sun goes down, the course lights up. Add in great food, a full bar, and space to hang with the whole crew, and suddenly golf feels a whole lot more social. Search Pine Royale Callahan and come play today.
Hey, beat the spring clean and rush and call our cleaning heroes at Zero Res. Spring and floor feels a whole lot better on freshly clean carpets and floors. Looks better, smells better. Oh, let Zero Res remove lingering grime and prepare your home for the brighter days ahead. Check out the booming customer reviews online, 4.9 Google rating. And this month, $50 per room of carpet clean. Just $50 per room of carpet clean. Plus, take 25% off hardwood floor cleaning. That's a hardwood, the tile, the LVP. When you ask for the 1010XL special, give a call, 287-5727, 287-5727, and go online at ZeroResJacksonville.com. That's ZeroResJacksonville.com. Zero Res, spell it forwards or backwards. It spells the same. Zero Res.
Get a healthy start in 2026. The Florida Department of Health in Duval County is here to help you get healthy and stay healthy all year long. Our dedicated team is committed to providing high-quality care and trusted public health services for our community. Our mission is simple: to protect, promote, and improve the health of you and your family. Learn more about our programs and services by visiting duval.floridahealth.gov.
Patrick Young here, aka the Big PY, and you know I love my Florida Gators. Now you can hear my Gator basketball instant reaction following each Gator Hoops game. Look for my takes on the social channels of 1010XL. Brought to you by VanguardSportsLeagues.com.
Here's hoping for a Raise the Roof football season. And here's knowing Next Gen Roofing is up for any job. Game day or storm season, you need a team you can trust. And you know what? You don't need a glitzy roofing company. No shortcuts, no gimmicks, no nonsense. Solid roofs at competitive prices and a commitment to the First Coast community. Right now, save up to $300 on your next roof replacement. When you need a roof, you need Next Gen Roofing. Team with you, it's a win every time.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm that has experience and capabilities to handle any legal issue a business is confronted with. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersonfirm.com.
This is Paige, owner of Awaken 180 Weight Loss. People ask me all the time what's healthy, and that's hard because healthy is different from losing weight. And I think that's where a lot of people struggle. There are a lot of foods out there that are healthy foods, but they're not going to support your weight loss. And that's what we're here to help with. We're here to help you get in the healthy foods that are going to help you lose weight. The Awaken 180 difference is our coaches. It's our team. You can find things online about weight loss, but you try them yourself and they just don't work. And that's because everyone is different. And that's what our coaches are so skilled at helping you figure out.
Thanks, Paige. Hacker here. Figuring it out, that's what I needed. And the reason I chose Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Not a med, not a diet plan. I wanted a solution. Do what I did and make a 180 with your health and weight. Schedule your Awaken 180 consultation today. Call 844-346-1800. That's 844-346-1800 or awaken180weightloss.com.
Got a dent or a scratch that needs fixing? San Jose Collision in Mandarin offers expert auto body repair and works with all insurance. Family owned and locally trusted. San Jose Collision in Mandarin.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
All right, we continue with our so far very pedestrian effort.
Very poor effort
when it comes to
very
to the trivia. We got one more segment.
There's not even one answer that we're proud of, quite frankly, yet.
I can't think of one.
No, not a
did
poll.
Did we have an answer that was correct at this point?
We may have.
We're
had,
usually pretty good at this.
I know, not today.
So it's annoying. Now, the set IQ has gone up about 1,000 points.
Yes.
We're going to visit with Dr. Larry Mawson and Moore's next segment.
Okay.
But because he's here, if we get back to any of these ridiculous hard
may
questions.
phone a friend.
Yeah, we'll phone a friend right here next to us.
Right here.
So we'll do that. But
how about that,
meanwhile,
John?
it's back to Get Smart John and the Chrome Dome that he is so proud of.
Yes. It was shining beautifully.
I bet it was.
At the wine.
Do you put something on there to make it shine?
100%. He shines that thing up. No. Yes, you do. You shine that thing up when you go out at night.
It can't glisten like that naturally, John.
Let me tell you, I know Get Smart John. He does
Put
that
some honey
shine
on
thing, and then he looks in the mirror, he gives himself a little thumbs up.
Yeah, double
couple
thumbs.
Poses. Off he goes.
Two tickets to the gun show, gives him a kiss, and out the door.
Oh,
Yeah.
Correct.
All right.
No,
100%.
you know what? I look in the mirror and I say, Bond, James Bond. That's
Exactly.
what I do.
Well,
Okay.
that's
and
also
by the
on
way,
brand.
it's natural emollient. I put nothing on my head. I
Okay,
assure
well, you need to see a
Okay?
doctor. You got a shiny head, brother.
Shiny. That thing shines.
It
Blinded
reflect-
me.
It reflects my personality. Okay. All right, let's pick it up in a second. Are we going to go with the audio clue? I really
Let's
love
do
it.
it.
All right, perfect.
Okay, if you would, E.
E. Some sort of movie.
Sounds like a boring one. Not ringing a bell.
I wonder if this is like a long prelude that he didn't check, and it goes on for like 6 minutes, and then it gets into this part.
Is this what we should know from John?
Is that what we're supposed to know, John?
Absolutely. Yeah, it's a TV show. I need the TV show.
Oh,
That's the theme song?
Yes, it is. Not
That's
the
got to
first
be
40
old school
seconds of it.
60s, like one of those like weird shows I never watched. That sounds like,
That sounds like one of
a
those-
Twilight Zone-esque, but not Twilight Zone, like one of those, I don't know. I'm glad I didn't go play trivia last night. I'd have
man.
gone and accosted John.
Well, this is not on it. This is my personal.
It's just so 70s sounding.
But we know 70s.
Do
I
we?
know 70s.
Yeah, 60s?
It's got to be 60s.
Is it like my favorite Martian?
No,
or,
no,
like something not that one, but there's what's a show like Twilight Zone? Like what is
Dragnet,
Dark Secrets, or what was that one? What was it called? Night. What's that called?
John, are we barking up the right tree or the wrong tree?
Wrong tree.
Yeah. Let's just take the L.
Yeah. It's
We're gonna go with
Hill Street Blues.
No, we're gonna go with Mannix.
Mannix. Cannon.
What is it?
What is it?
Oh, Dan, you are going to hate yourself. You referenced it so many times yesterday. Take the pebble from my hand. Time for you to leave.
Ah, it's Kung Fu. Yeah, it shows how little we watched it.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
I don't remember this. I never really watched
through the
Kung Fu. I just know the
desert.
catchphrases.
I watch Kung Fu.
I mean, I remember it being on. I've seen it, but I wasn't.
They
But
missed
yeah,
an opportunity they should have had. Everybody was Kung Fu fighting.
Was that a song yet? I don't know. I'm not sure it was.
That was a song, absolutely.
At the time?
Carl Douglas. Yeah, well, 75. That came out. And Kung Fu premiered in 72.
Huh.
So,
Oh, well.
I kind of let you get that, Dan.
Yeah, it's a nice job on your part. That was a good audio clue.
Okay.
Or on our part.
Oh, well, look, another L. Well, let's see if we can change that.
Yeah.
I mean, we're just like we went to the drop zone and we put 4 more in.
I'm going to be honest. I didn't want to say this, and Doc, you may be able to help me on this, but when I was walking here to start the show in the darkness, I slipped and I hit my head.
Oh,
So
you
I
did.
really
You're concussed.
Yeah, I'm concussed. I don't know,
Okay.
so
All right.
I can't think.
Sure.
Straight.
Sure.
Are the pupils dilated? Let's check that. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
All right, John, give us a couple more embarrassments and we'll call it a
We
day.
gotta get out of here.
Okay.
Man.
Ridiculous.
Let's do it.
Disaster.
Okay.
You gotta save some
Iconic
children.
symbols. Iconic symbols.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
Within 300 pounds either way. How much does the Liberty Bell weigh?
Within how much?
Within 300 pounds?
That sucker.
Yes.
I've seen the Liberty Bell. It's not as big, but I bet it's damn heavy.
Well, within 300 pounds, my gosh, I would have said 300. So, yeah.
Liberty
All right, let's
Bell.
go.
It's like cast
It's like,
iron,
is
man.
1,200 in anyone's mind?
Oh, yeah, okay. I could run with that.
Let's go 1,200.
Sure.
2,080 pounds.
A ton, almost. That's crazy.
Over a
Yeah,
ton.
over a
So 1780 to 2380 is what we could accept.
Yeah, thanks, John.
Well,
Taunting
don't get
us.
mad at me.
Oh, I'm mad.
By the way, I am watching you guys too, so I see. I am watching you on YouTube.
Man, you watching this?
Saying the Liberty Bell, it reminds me of one of my more creative stories as a child. I was in about 4th or 5th grade, and the assignment when we started school was to explain what we did on our vacation.
Mm-hmm.
And what we did on our vacation was drive up to New York, and we saw, we drove past. We were going to visit friends at Niagara Falls, but when I wrote my paper, we stopped at Philadelphia. I saw the Liberty Bell. I just remember that specifically. I don't think I claimed to break it, but
the story should be what in folklore, whether it happened or not, what Philadelphia Philly hit the ball so far he cracked the Liberty Bell.
That's folklore?
I don't know.
No.
Oh yeah.
Greg Luzinski.
Oh,
Yeah.
Seems like you heard something about
The
that.
bull.
Okay.
The bull. That's the question,
Okay.
John.
All right, John. Two
U.S.
more.
U.S. government.
U.S.
Yeah,
government.
sure.
Yeah, great.
Okay. Yeah. I
There's
think
3
we get
branches
this
of
one.
government.
Yeah.
Which,
A couple. There's a couple.
Okay. I'm sorry. You guys are really entertaining today.
Yeah.
U.S. senators are elected for a single term of how many years?
No, it's six.
6.
Yeah, 6. I got that one. We had help, but I had that one.
Yeah.
I was going to say 6. Yeah, 6.
1, 2.
That's correct.
Okay.
Hicks going
Now
2.
we have. We
We wish
a
it was
halftime
2 and
question.
through.
Yeah.
It should be 2.
Should be 2.
These idiots give him more time. They just do us worse.
Okay. So Jeff,
Oh,
because
boy.
I know your daughter is a Swiftie. Okay.
I'm not going to know
So-
any Taylor Swift anything, just for the record. But
You're
go
not?
ahead.
Okay.
No, I don't know a single song. I don't know not one. I couldn't name one Taylor Swift song.
Well, no, it's actually the album.
What are
The
Red?
question was.
Red.
Yeah, Red is one. Can you name any more?
No.
Taylor Swift Live.
No, it's like they're all one name deals, aren't they? Are they all colors or no?
Adele does numbers, right?
Yeah. No, there's one like Dreams maybe or no, I don't. Can I just go out on a winner with
Can you give me one more and we can get you the hell out of here?
That was extra. Yeah. Okay.
I got
TV.
Red. Huh?
TV.
I did. I told you got it. I did.
Okay,
That
good.
was the halftime, so that was a win. Okay.
Nice.
Alan Rocky Lane provided the voice of what 1960s sitcom title character?
Alan Lane. I know Alan Lane.
Rocky. Is it so? It's got to be. Is it like Fred Flintstone?
1960s sitcom title character.
It's like.
But he voiced. Oh, what about Mr. Ed?
There you go.
Mr. Ed.
Hello. Yes, that is correct.
There you go.
Hey, John. Hey,
Yeah.
Johnny.
Hold on. Before you get him out of here, I got one for you. Jeff, like you missed this, but I want to see if you got it. Who is the artist of this song?
Oh yeah, do it.
Oh, this is Rupert Holmes, man.
Oh, by the way, people at the J Fund knew that and said Dan should have known that.
Probably should have. Probably should have. Yeah, that's old Rupert there.
I leave the show in
Very good,
disgrace
Jeff.
today.
I'm right now. That was like Ravens Heat level.
Yeah.
Debauchery.
Fix is on. Fix is on.
John, they said they asked last week, and so
we were talking about it in the break.
I would not have got that.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Anywho.
All right. Well, thanks for fessing up anyway. All right,
Yeah,
Gary.
well, we're gonna.
Hey,
let's-
John.
let's- yeah.
Get out of here.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, we can't deal with him in a week.
Yeah.
All right, let's come back. We're live at the Players, and listen, the charitable arm of the Players has always been so important, and man, there are people around town doing a lot of great things for kids in particular, and we're happy to have one of those on with us when we come back on the other side. Apparently, for God only knows reasons, big fan of the show. I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know.
This is the drill.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Tom McManus.
Well, what's he like?
Big, tall, shoulders like an ox, has the strength of 10 men.
Fridays on Jaguars Today.
Oh, it's me, all right.
On 1010XL.
Are high-interest credit cards and other loans sucking the life out of your finances? It's time to say no more. Let Loan Pronto tap the equity on your home and get the cash you need now so you can pay it all off. Hey, it's Prosser here. Corey and Jack called Loan Pronto in a matter of days. They had $160,000. They kept their 3% mortgage intact, didn't even need an appraisal, and with all that cash, they wiped out all their credit cards and 2 car loans, saving $2,000 a month. You can do it too. LoanPronto.com, the rapid equity loan program, can get you $100,000, $200,000, even $500,000 in cash. Chloe and Ethan just did it. Consolidated all their high-interest debt into one super low monthly payment, giving them an extra $1,000 a month. Imagine, pay off all the credit cards, slash your monthly payments, breathe easier. Get your life back. Interest rates are at 3-year lows. Call Loan Pronto today, 904-999-1500. That's 904-999-1500. Or go to loanpronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781. Visit NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
Be the first to discover the best new home community in beautiful Green Cove Springs. Highland Trail, where the rhythm of life slows down. Enjoy green spaces, luxury pools, pickleball courts, winding trails, and more at livehighlandtrail.com. Choose from 3 premium builders, just starting in the 300s.
Oh, at Highland Trail.
Speed, toughness, and talent are on the market.
Joe's a heck of a player.
Track every free agent pursuit with 1010XL and Superior Fence and Rail.
And make no mistake about it, gentlemen.
The offseason rolls on with AA Automotive.
Our slogan, Know Before You Blow, applies to more than just DUI cases. Hi, I'm attorney Lee Lockett of Lockett Law. Battery charges can result in jail time and criminal convictions too, so know before you blow a gasket and hit a loved one or a stranger. Drug crimes like possession of marijuana and cocaine will land you in cuffs too, so know before you blow. In a boating under the influence case, you also have the option to blow or not to blow. So know your options. Know before you blow. Go to knowbeforeyouBlow.com now. Offices Jacksonville.
Some auto shops love giving your wallet a flush every time you visit. Not AA Automotive. They fix only what needs fixing, nothing more. Honest, fast, and fair. That's AA Automotive on Richard Street. Boring name, awesome service, and no wallet flush.
Home of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Repairing or replacing your roof is a pretty big investment. So when that time comes, you can trust my parents at Endless Summer Roofing. Visit EndlessSummerRoofing.com for a free quote. Endless Summer Roofing, protecting your home from Florida's endless summers.
Firehouse Subs is adding a new heavy hitter to the roster. The Chicken and Cheddar Rancher. Grilled chicken, melted cheddar, crispy bacon stacked high with fresh toppings, creamy buttermilk ranch. The Chicken and Cheddar Rancher, only at Firehouse Subs.
Hey, it's Brent with our Cosa Crushed Concrete. If you've got concrete or asphalt rubble on your site, let me buy it from you, and I will recycle it into construction material for your future projects. Our Cosa Crushed Concrete. Get paid for what you don't need.
Tara Lagaman for Local Fair Jacks. It's our go-to for local produce, eggs, and meat. You pick exactly what you want each week online, straight from local farmers. And knowing where your food comes from matters. Visit localfairjacks.com.
Not everyone is built for a cubicle. At Local 234, apprentices get paid to learn hands-on skills like plumbing, pipe fitting, HVAC, the stuff Jacksonville runs on. No endless lectures, no massive student debt, just hands-on training, real jobs, and real pay. This is how you level up, by doing work that actually matters. Check them out at UA234.com. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Local 234. Make the right connection.
For 25 years, Instant Keys has been the go-to locksmith service for car keys, transponders, and even high-tech smart locks. For honest, professional locksmith service,
Instant Keys comes to you.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Chad and Sandy Real Estate. Florida dropped Florida State in baseball on Tuesday. A 5-run third inning blew it open as the Gators roll past the Noles and take the rivalry win. Florida State rolls into the ACC tournament behind Chauncey Wiggins' 31-point explosion against SMU. Seminoles will kick off ACC tournament play when they face Cal tonight. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
Currently, it's 8:05 and it's 66 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
All right, we are back on the drill. We're live at the Players. We turn our attention to the 8 o'clock hour. Get a little more distinguished. You know, Hick, we get a lot of credit for, giving back with our frivolous natures and whichever way we can contribute. And then there are guys like Dr. Larry Moss that you really need around Jacksonville, right?
Yeah.
And their concern and care for, in this case, the kids, and is the CEO of Nemours. He's certainly well-versed in that. And it continues to amaze me sometimes, the level of people that listen to the show. It doesn't.
He is Jacksonville's version of Larry Legend. Bird had nothing on this guy for what he does for our community.
Yeah.
And we appreciate you, Doc.
I've been fortunate enough to Larry's become a good friend of mine. We've been working with him for years. I'm partnering with Dailies and others. So I'm very well aware of Nemours and the impact they make, and across the board. Josh Hines Allen was up at the foundation event this year because they went through Nemours with their child. And so, Larry, you do the heavy lifting and tell us just, how integral and how important and the ways that Nemours is helping.
So great to see you.
Oh, hold on. This is me. Go ahead. Now try it.
All right.
There we go.
Fantastic to see you guys, Dan and
too.
Jeff. So top of the mountain, highlight of my year, being on the drill, always a wonderful
Love
thing.
to have you. I don't get it.
Yeah, fantastic to be here. I understand Rupert Holmes wasn't available, so I'm glad I could fill in.
He was drinking pina colada somewhere.
So we're supposed to talk about what Nemours is doing out here with the Players, and we'll do that, but I'm going to go off script for a minute and want to tell you a little bit about our organization. One thing I want everybody to remember about Nemours is Nemours is in the business of creating health, not just treating disease.
That's right. Okay.
So we're going to come back to that again, but I got a couple questions for you guys.
All right.
Got one for Dan, one for Jeff.
I'm ready.
Now, this is the opposite of
Are
trivia.
these hard questions?
No.
I'm beat up right now, Doc.
So trivia stuff doesn't matter. This
Okay.
is the opposite.
All
This
right.
is stuff you got to know.
Okay.
So for Dan,
Yes, sir.
I want to start out with you. How many golfers that are going to be teeing it up in the Players tomorrow morning first picked up a golf club at age 18?
First picked up one.
Come on. 0. How are you going to play on the PGA Tour?
Well, what about
So-
Larry Nelson? Didn't he start late? Remember Larry Nelson?
I think he was
won a
14.
major?
But yeah.
So
yeah.
a
To
good,
the point.
a good childhood is critical to everything. Champions
Ah.
are built in childhood.
Yes, sir.
And just like you don't get to the PGA Tour without the right support in childhood, you don't get to be a healthy adult without a healthy childhood.
I like it.
And we don't get to be a healthy society and a strong economy without that.
Okay.
So critical. So this one for Jeff.
Oh boy.
What do Rory McIlroy, Tiger Woods, and a healthy child have in common?
Rory McIlroy, Tiger Woods, and a healthy child. They are they're all former players.
Grand Slam.
I don't know.
None of them got there alone.
Okay.
It takes a ton of support. So these PGA golfers, they grew up with teachers, coaches, athletic trainers, sports psychologists, whole thing. That's what if all we did for them was just fix their injuries when they got an injury?
Right.
It takes a lot more than that.
Right.
So in the world of healthcare, we're there for you if you need a heart transplant or if you got cancer, if you got a serious problem. That's really important, but that's only part of creating health. Literacy and education, food security, safety, freedom from violence, all of those things are critically important. And if we want to create a community of healthy children, we got to be able to do those things and be more than just the place where kids go when they get sick. And that's what distinguishes Nemours, I believe, from other health systems.
I love that. I love that.
So let's go deeper on that.
Okay.
So I'm going to ask you, both you guys, when's the last time you shot par on the golf course?
Oh gosh,
Only on one hole. I've never shot par on a golf course.
I have shot par, but it's been a number of years.
So in golf, it's okay for guys like you and me to suck and we go out there and have a few beers and that's great. But when you're raising a child, there is absolutely no room for bogeys.
Okay.
You got to shoot par every time. So I brought you 4 elements of what par means in raising a healthy child.
Okay.
First one, healthy birth.
Healthy
90% of brain development happens in the first year.
Wow.
You don't get that right, you're on the wrong trajectory and things are going to go south. Nutrition, food security. Got to have it to grow up and be healthy, and we got to be part of a solution for that.
Right.
Literacy and education. If you can't read at grade level in 3rd grade, you're extraordinarily unlikely to graduate from high school.
Okay.
And if you don't graduate from high school, you will have a 12-year lower life expectancy, twice the incidence of heart disease, and 2/3 the incidence, or over 1 1/3 the incidence of cancer.
Wow.
So big deal. And then the last element of par is mental health support. You don't grow up with the right mind. It messes up your body. It messes up your future.
It is amazing how important your childhood is and how you're pointing it out, factually.
It's refreshing to hear this from a health provider.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, business is helping people once they've already gotten sick.
Right.
Helping people is teaching them and helping them from getting sick. And so it's a refreshing perspective and strategy to succeed at.
So we're a health system that's up and down the East Coast in 6 states. We see 2 million kids a year.
Wow.
But we're responsible for 10 to 15 million kids in those regions. And our agenda is to elevate the health of all 70 million kids in the U.S. And we got to think beyond medical care. So we're always there with the top of the heap medical care, but we're committed to all those other things as well.
Okay.
Well, and what a terrific local and community partner. What's your agenda out here this week?
So I want to talk about this week, but I want to close this little part of the segment by going to a guy that people always listen to. So let's hear from E.T.
Nemours is in the business of creating health, not just treating disease.
Thank you, E.T.
That's what I came for.
Yeah.
There it goes.
So we got some good stuff going on this week. We're running the Kid Zone again. Which
makes sense.
Which is down there right next to the Island Green and Hole 8 wedged in there. We got fun games, things to stimulate kids' bodies, kids' minds. I was by there yesterday, and it was, you couldn't even park your stroller. The stroller parking was full. So we're thrilled that families are really taking
pass
advantage.
there for your stroller?
Well, you talk to me after the segment. We'll see what we can do about it. We got on Thursday, we got a sports safety panel with Myron Roll, who is a standout at Florida State, played in the NFL for a while, and now is a Nemours pediatric neurosurgeon based out of Orlando.
Wow.
That's
He was
awesome.
a very scholar, wasn't he?
Oh, gosh, he won.
Myron is smarter than all of us put together.
Yeah.
Very few people, too smart for football is what he was, honestly. I mean, this guy was, and his impact so much bigger than what he's done.
Yeah. He was a decent college player, right?
Yeah.
He was a high school player. He was like a top recruit.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Great story.
Mason Smith from the Jags is participating in that. We got a couple of our pediatric orthopedists. We have a literacy event Friday morning called Tee Off to Reading.
Okay.
I'm going to get to read to some kids with Brian Thomas Jr. is going to join us and Jackson DeVille. So
good for
how
you.
could you go better than that?
We hope he'll join you.
Yeah, hope he's not a Raider or something. I'm kidding.
We're kidding.
We kid
It's the
because we
show.
care.
It's what we do.
I think there's a message to be heard here that goes beyond like the Nemours brand. We're speaking to parents, right? We're speaking to parents, and these are little things that you can be you don't think of it as heroic to give these basic things to your child, and maybe you should. I mean, it's a lot more of an advantage, and I'm surprised by some of these stats and that they translate exactly as they do.
So there's a pile of evidence that shows that superb medical care is responsible for about 15% of health.
Right.
85% is all of those other things. And that's our opportunity to have a better health system in the United States, is to realize that the high-tech stuff we do is really important and we got to keep it up, but there's a whole bunch of stuff we don't do very well that we need to do better.
Well, thank you for what you do and what Nemours is.
Yeah,
Thanks for being such a wonderful
100%.
friend of the program, and always enjoy having you. And the fact that
By the way, Doc, you can come by anytime.
anytime.
You want to
Just
shoot
swing
by the studio?
Sure.
Come on by.
Yeah.
You can hang out with us.
Well, you just sign me up for that weekly segment and I'll see you guys next week.
All right, that's Dr. Larry Moss. He's smarter than us. We'll be back with more next.
Good to see you guys.
You too.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Feel the weight of tradition in every swing. 1010XL is your radio home for the Players' Championship with live Southeast Orthopedic Specialist leaderboard updates. Teed up by Shillington Creek Pest Control,
Jack's Outdoor Solutions,
and Firehouse Subs.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking mumbo-jumbo. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from high heels to wagon wheels. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
For the greenest, lushest lawn on the block, choose the local legends, Roundtree Sod. Don't just settle for ordinary. Let Roundtree Sod deliver you a picture-perfect lawn. To get a free estimate, call 7414-SOD. 7414-SOD.
This is Dr. Kevin Murphy with Southeast Orthopedic Specialist, congratulating this week's high school scholar athlete, Kayla Skinner, senior track and field athlete at Mandarin High. She's a member of the National Honor Society and the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Kayla will attend Harvard University.
Buying a diamond should be fun, not stressful. But at some stores, the pressure can be intense, with pushy salespeople and mandatory deposits. But at Beard's Diamonds, owner John Lupo says that's not cool.
They wanted to sell them only what they had, wanted a deposit right then and there. They did not want them to shop, and we don't do business that way. It's pretty sad that you don't want the consumer to go shopping. That must mean that they're not confident in their pricing.
It's different at Beard's.
We encourage people to shop. We want you to go shopping, to know that you're getting a better deal and a better education at Beard's. We will do anything we can to make you happy without putting deposits down.
No deposits, no commission sales, no pressure, no pricing games, no corporate rule books. John's son Ben sums it up nicely. At Beard's, it's laid back and relationship driven.
There's plenty of options out there, but we're looking to go the extra mile when people want to patronize us, and it brings us great pleasure to see two lives be connected together.
Beard's Diamonds, locally owned with over 4 decades of doing business the right way. At St. John's Town Center and online at beardsdiamonds.com.
Hi, I'm Mac with Baker Glass. If you've got fogged up windows, let me help. We'll replace them with clear, insulated units that brighten up your home. People say we're fast, friendly, and reliable. Just check out our Google reviews. Call me today. Baker Glass. No one treats you better.
Guess who's back? Craig and Chris Kaprosky with the Kaprosky Agency, part of Goosehead Insurance family. And listen, for over the years, many years now, they've built their reputation the right way. They're upfront, they're honest, they're always working to find their clients the best possible coverage at the best possible price. Craig and Chris Kaprosky, whether it be home, auto, flood, umbrella, specialty coverage, Craig and Chris shop the market for you, comparing top insurance companies so you don't have to. They've helped families just like mine countless times. Me, Drew, Danielle. They make the process simple, stress-free, and save real money along the way. You want straight answers and coverage you can count on? Call Craig and Chris Kaprosky and call them today. They're easy to get a hold of. Craig.Kaprosky at goosehead.com, Craig.Kaprosky, K-O-P-R-O-S-K-I at goosehead.com, or call them 478-8422, 478-8422. Craig and Chris Kaprosky, part of our family, because the right insurance isn't just about policies, it's about people you can trust.
The experts at AMCO have been fixing cars for almost 60 years. Over that time, they've gotten more complex than ever. That's why our techs undergo rigorous training and certifications, so they can fix anything, including the most complicated repairs that come with some of the latest technologies. After 60 years, there's nothing we haven't seen or fixed. It's how we know cars inside and out.
Money tight? We can finance almost anybody. Find the AMCO transmissions nearest you at amcojacksonville.com.
What defines a hero? Dedication, loyalty, courage. Every day at AMCO, we serve heroes. For over 60 years, we've repaired and maintained the most critical public service vehicles. From complex transmissions to simple brake jobs with flexible financing and the extra safety precautions we need. The heroes we serve don't all wear uniforms. They're people like you. At AMCO, we're proud to serve all of you. AA MCO.
Family owned and operated in Jacksonville, Orange Park, St. Augustine, and St. Mary's, Georgia.
Longer days, warmer nights, and a backyard that brings everyone together. Spring and summer in Florida mean pool days, backyard barbecues, and night swims under the stars. Hicken here for nearly 50 years. Surfside Pools has been creating the backdrops for life's best memories. Weekly service and repairs. They do a great job on the Hicken Pool. Remodels, commercial maintenance, and, of course, new pool construction. Let me tell you something. Surfside does it all. You ready to float happy? Surfsidepools.net, surfsidepools.net, or just give them a call, 904-246-2666. Surfside Pools, summer starts here. License number CPC 044080.
XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's team time, Farah doesn't flinch.
Yeah!
This was on the playlist yesterday.
Oh, you bet it was. It has to be. Yeah. As they partied down last night with Ludacris, the military appreciation concert night. Good to see him branch out in another direction by all accounts, including our on-the-spot correspondent, E to the T. It was a fun time had by all, and the attention turns more to the golf. Scotty Scheffler met the media yesterday. He's as aware of his struggles as anyone.
I'm going to tell you.
Hard on himself as anyone.
And I think you pointed out yesterday, his problem, again, he's the world's number one, and he may very well just win this week, but statistically, his iron shots to the green proximity have not been.
Recently.
Yes.
Because normally he's number one at that.
Yes. He's unbelievable. And he said how he loves this course yesterday because he can hit all kinds of different shots. That's what he loves about golf. And he grew up in the Texas winds, and he enjoys trying to shape the ball and make it go one way, make it go the other. He thinks things through. He's very kind of very thought-provoking type golfer on the course. Like, what am I going to do here? I'm going to cut, draw the kind of stuff where, slappies like me just go, oh man, can I roll this up on the green?
Well, you know what?
should I putt it from 60 yards or should I chip it? That's what I think.
Well, despite the quote unquote struggles of late, again, let's keep it relative.
He's
here.
not finishing in the top 10.
That's right,
which is a struggle for him.
Hadn't been that far out.
Right.
It feels like
he had a couple slow starts that really cost him, or he would have won. But he's already won this year, so don't forget that. It's just that, basically he's at the point now where he tees it up, you expect him to win every week. And golf is kind of that week-to-week thing. What have you done for me lately? The thing that blew me away of all the press conferences yesterday, Pras, was, and I went in and I was watching Brooks Koepka's press conference.
Okay.
And the question was, Brooks, you're a big game hunter. He kind of, and this is one of the big games. Why do you think you haven't done as well here? He's
been here 6 times. He's missed the cut 4 times.
And he looked and he went 17. And it just blows me away that whole, and I mean, he thought he had made an 8. He never made an 8 on 17, but he's played it 20 times. He put it in the water 10.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Well, and here's why that's so unbelievable. And I say this because I'm an 8 handicap, a good golfer, not a great golfer. I believe that now not in tournament conditions, I know there's more stress. I believe if I took 20 shots at that green, I'm not going to put 10 in the water.
I kind of thought, like I said, I get it. It's not considered a difficult shot until, you're surrounded by fans, the winds are blowing, you need a birdie to, take the lead or make the cut or whatever. Then it gets a little bit of pressure. But for these guys, it's just amazing. I do think sometimes, and I'm not. I was watching. There's a social media release yesterday with Tony Finau. He was going through like a 2-minute conversation while he was practicing on 17, and I think sometimes maybe they outthink themselves, and because they can't get the wind, a 9-iron wedge,
on 17.
I think Koepka said one time he hit a 5-iron into it
because the wind was
so strong, and the guy before him hit a 6, and then he flew the green, he bounced it and went over the green with his 5.
The problem with that wind like that too is it dries that green out. Here's another thing about that green year to year. Sometimes it'll bounce and trampoline off.
It can,
because it's either day 1 or day 2. They put that pin in the very back.
Yeah.
And that's a day where it's hard to score.
But he's right. He's played pretty. 17 has killed him.
Yeah,
it's amazing to me that caliber of golfer gets crushed.
It's
by
not a
17.
hard shot.
Yeah.
I mean, the winds blow and the tournament conditions
and obviously
kick in. But when we played it was windy as heck.
Yeah,
I mean, it's hard to play that hole and not be windy if you're a hack or a pro.
The most iconic hole in golf, without a doubt, the star of the show, and the one reason why. I mean, here's Brooks Koepka, one of the best players in the world, saying 17 is cost me. And he goes, I don't know if they have stats. Yeah, they have stats. They looked it right up. The boys put it right out on social media, and it was anyway. See what happens.
And in fairness too, there are some years better than harder than others. Like we'll have years where 42 balls went in the water, and then only 8 balls in the water. So I got to think that primarily is determined by the wind. The pin placements are the same every year.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't move over the green. You're gonna have the 2 up front, the 1 in the back, and the 1 over on the right on Sunday. So, I mean, there's nothing tricky about it. I think what happens too is, look. If these guys took the mentality, I'm just going to hit the middle of the green, then he can put it on there 20 times.
Mm-hmm.
But, you're 2 shots back on Saturday, and the pin's, in the front, you go at it a little bit, and that probably leads to it minimizes your cone of error. If you get just a little bit off track, you get up in the water, and that's alarming, though. That's got to be the worst ratio in the history of the tournament. I think of people that have played the golf course at least 20 times, I think 10 in the water, or 50% of your total has got to be a record.
Yeah.
That's hard to believe, in fact. And I don't know if that includes maybe double dunking it out of the drop zone a couple of times. I don't know if that's every single time. But that's literally every other time you play the hole, you put it in the water. And we say this, gang, it's a 138-yard shot.
Right.
I mean, it's a wedge or a 9-iron, and they're so dialed and on point. It really seems amazing that they would ever miss that green. I mean, it does. I mean, we are fortunate enough to play here once or twice a year and rarely miss it. It's not an easy shot, but it's not the hardest in the world.
Gator baseball back to its winning ways. They squeaked one out Sunday after losing 2 to High Point. They beat FSU last night 6-3. Sully has a mastery over the Seminoles and the Hurricanes like no coach in Florida history.
So Florida has 3 losses, 1 to UAB and 2 to High Point?
Yes.
And they played Miami and FSU.
Yes.
And
they open SEC play this week with South Carolina coming to town. They're 15-3, so they're fine. The great thing about Florida, I mean,
hitting.
No, the arms, man. I mean, they're trotting
because
out.
Early in the year, it seemed like they were just scoring 10 a game.
They were. Had some injuries too. Like two of their best hitters have been out of the lineup. Cade Curlin and Blake Sear. But when you're trotting out, midweek guys who are dialing up 101s, that's impressive, man. They got some arms, man. These kids.
That wasn't that thought to be a question mark going into the year?
Well,
or no?
We knew in the fall that they had a lot of guys who can throw.
We have a spy in the program, though.
Yes, we do. Well, yeah. Well, no, I just get more information. He's not spying. He's giving me information. But yeah, they're good. They're good. I'll be curious to see how it all plays out, though. You still got to throw strikes. Can't walk.
Was
guys.
it last year they had such a slow start and they had to really rally just to make the
1 in 11 in the SEC,
and they got it all the way back to 500 or close. They ended up they made the tournament, right? They lost up at Coastal, and O'Sullivan showed his butt, and got in trouble, and all that. I want to mention this too. Kind of forgotten because they got off to such a dreadful start, but the FSU basketball team and first-year coach Luke Laux has got really hot down the stretch. They won 9 of their last 11. They won 6 of their last 7. Their record, don't look now, 17-14. Now, I'm not telling you they're anywhere near the NCAA tournament bubble, but they certainly look like they may
would have to win, but they get Duke in the second round if they win their game. I think it starts today or tomorrow.
They play today.
ACC started yesterday.
Yeah, and FSU plays today. Miami won't play till tomorrow.
I want to wish Kentucky good luck on their Wednesday game today.
Oof. They play Cal tonight, FSU does, and I think the only way they make the NCAA tournament is if they win the whole ACC tourney, but they are certainly going to be an NIT team if they won it. And, let's don't forget that program. There's a lot going on over there. The former coach is being sued by former players. It wasn't the best environment when the season got going, but if you remember, they were very competitive in Gainesville.
Yeah.
That game was in the balance there in the second half late.
So we'll see. They would get Duke in the second round if they win. They would have but they'll get NIT.
Oh, if they want it, for sure.
I mean, NIT
teams now turn stuff down. I can't figure it out anymore. They turn bowl games down, NITs down. Whether or not they will accept that, we'll see. But I think they've got at least a they've got a Cinderella chance to have some March Madness in the ACC tournament. I mean, their last 11 games, they've been capable of beating anybody on any night, depending if they have their A game. So we'll see.
Sully in his last 33 has won 25 games against FSU.
Wow,
25.
And we talked about the Miami. The Miami series and how that's gone since he took over. Also, I know a lot of UCF parents out there. UCF's going to be a tournament team. Miami's going to be a tournament team. UCF plays Cincinnati in the Big 12 tournament today. Florida doesn't play until like Friday.
By the way, High Point, who took 2 out of 3 from the Gators, beat Duke last night 12-6.
Duke's also good, aren't they?
Yeah. So anyway, just some South Carolina lost to the Citadel. It happens. It happens a lot at midweek. And Florida's actually played pretty well in the midweek. Also, I want to mention this. A really good dude, and we should get him on. Hayden Hurst announced his retirement. Hayden Hurst had a hell of an athletics career, man.
Yeah, he did.
Hayden Hurst was a stud growing up around these parts here in Jacksonville, FLA. Baseball and football. Played youth football and baseball. Really was heading down the baseball track. It's a great story. Basically, star at Bowls. Got drafted. Pirates organization, if I'm not mistaken. I think he got the yips or whatever, and so transferred out of baseball, then went and played.
Where'd he go? South Carolina?
South Carolina college football. Had a successful
career. Did he play for Spurrier?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Number 1, first round pick. I'm pretty sure.
Was he that high?
I think he, if I'm not mistaken, he and Mark Andrews were probably picked in the same draft or close to it. Played a lot of years in the NFL.
Yeah.
And
never became a star, but a good, solid veteran player.
Man. I mean, you play professionally in baseball and football. Tip of the cap, Hayden Hurst.
A lot more than that.
Heck of a career. Really good dude too. Does a lot in the community. So anyway, just wanted to wish him well as he calls it a career. And officially retired.
All right, think of your worst nightmare and phobia, and I will give you a story that will. I have, I think, one nightmare / phobia situation is in a lot of people, and you might not want to hear the story that I give when we come back on the other side.
Oh no!
So all that and more. You're listening to
why
the on 1010.
Why would that excite me?
I want to scare people.
I may not want to hear.
I'm going to say. I'm going to go ahead and tell you which one it is. Fear of heights. If you got a fear of heights, this is a
good
nightmare.
I'm okay with that.
Heart might stop before it all ended situation.
I can do that one.
All right, that and more when we return. You're listening to The Drill. We're live at the Players.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Streaming live from the XL Digital Studios. Polished by Harbor Dental Care, the locally owned smile restoration experts.
Think your season's over? Let's turn your off season back on.
Hoops is heating up on Hard Rock Bet, Florida's only legal way to bet the NBA. So you can bet on teams, star players, and more. With games practically every day, there's always something to parlay. Roll with Hard Rock Bet all NBA season. New users get paid double winnings on your first 10 bets.
Max bet of $50 per bet. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
Hey, gang, are high-interest credit cards and other loans kind of sucking the life out of your finances and your disposable income? It's time to say no more. Let Loan Pronto tap the equity in your home and get the cash you need now. You can pay it all off. Corey and Jack called Loan Pronto. In a matter of days, they had $160,000. They kept their 3% mortgage intact, didn't even need an appraisal, and with all that cash, they wiped out all their credit cards and 2 car loans, saving $2,000 a month. You can do it too. LoanPronto.com. Their rapid equity loan program can get you $100,000, $200,000, even $500,000 in cash. Chloe and Ethan did it, consolidated all their high-interest debt into one super low monthly payment, gave them an extra $1,000 a month. Imagine, pay off all the credit cards, slash your monthly payments, breathe easier, get your financial life back. Interest rates are at 3-year lows. Call Loan Pronto to 904-999-1508. It's Loan Pronto, 904-999-1508. As always, you go to loanpronto.com.
Hey, Higgin here. When it comes to trucks, the only name you need to know is George Moore Chevrolet. Right now, the showroom off Atlantic Boulevard loaded with the toughest, strongest, hardest working Chevy trucks around. Silverado after Silverado, ready to work or play just as hard as you do. I don't just talk about them. I got 2 George Moore Chevrolet trucks of my own. They've earned every mile, every job, every weekend, man. Power, you bet. Dependability, you've seen my boy Blue. Style, If it's a truck you want, it's George Moore Chevrolet that you need. Here's what you do. You go by the Atlantic Boulevard showroom. Go visit the folks. They're great people. See why truck people keep on coming back for more. To George Moore. George Moore Chevrolet. Together, let's ride.
Baloo here for Smoonez Vision. Why Smoonez Vision? Well, I've been with Dr. Neil Smoonez now since I got back to Jacksonville in 2006. 37 years of experience he has. Smoonez Vision is a family organization that focuses on personal high-quality medical and surgical eye care. Dr. Catherine Smoonez is fellowship-trained in cornea and cataract surgery and all refractive surgery. Combined, that's 30 years plus in laser eye surgery. Visit SmoonezVision.com today. Care you can see.
Hi, this is Dr. George Bari, an orthopedic surgeon who is fellowship trained in sports medicine. If you are a young athlete or a weekend warrior, I treat you with the care and expertise that is needed to diagnose and treat your injury. Come see me at Bari Orthopedics to get the care that you need.
Be sure and check out the expertise from Dr. George Bari and the entire staff at BariOrthopedics.com. That's BAHRI Orthopedics.com. And follow Doc on Instagram at Dr.GeorgeBari.
I'm Frank Frangie. Life-changing is an understatement for the 180 I've seen with my daughter Amber. She's now lost over 100 pounds with Awaken 180 in just 9 months. A true 180. Not just on the scale either, in her energy, her confidence, the way she lives. And what I love about Awaken 180 is we knew it would work. It wasn't a hope, it wasn't a guess that maybe it'll work. Amber started the programming knowing this was going to be her solution. Now, you've heard stories from our hosts and clients and probably people you know personally who've reclaimed their life thanks to Awaken 180. It works for the person who needs to lose 25 pounds. It worked for Matt Hayes, who wanted to lose 40. It worked for Hacker, who's lost more than 120 pounds. And it's worked for Amber, who's well over 100. That's why I believe in it. Whatever your scale number is, call the number that will work for you. 844-346-1800 or online at awaken180weightloss.com. Once again, that number is 844-346-1800 or you can reach them online at awaken180weightloss.com.
The Players' Championship returns to TPC Sawgrass March 10th through 15th. Experience golf's most iconic stage with enhanced food and beverage offerings, interactive fan attractions, and an atmosphere built for every type of fan. See the best players in the world, including world number 1 Scotty Scheffler, 2025 champion Rory McIlroy, and fan favorite Brooks Koepka take on the legendary Stadium Course and the famous Island Green. Tickets available at theplayers.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
Hi, welcome back to the program. This is The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM, hanging out at the Players. Boys
I just saw
There goes Sahith.
Yeah, the Gala.
Sahith!
I saw did he look?
Sahith!
Screaming at Sahith the Gala. He's like, and here's the problem, too. Immediately, Sahith, now poor Sahith will think, I know that guy. Who is that? Yeah.
Come on over. Talk
Sahith,
to us for a minute.
I was looking at the he's got 20 questions for us, he said.
Oh, good.
And then I'm going to give you, for all you guys with the fear of height, let me tell you.
The fear of height story.
The most nightmare thing that could ever happen to a person.
All right, E, what do you got?
All right, gentlemen. I met somebody yesterday, parlayed a little bit. I'm here in Jacksonville, Florida. 20 questions, gentlemen. Let's ride.
All right, I'm going to come off with 2 guesses right off the rip.
Okay.
Because I know a couple celebs that were. I know for sure one was bopping around yesterday.
So you're just going straight up answer.
Yeah, I'm going to go for the home run right here, Cross.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to go for the hole in one. I'm going to go for the touchdown. The answer to 20 questions. Is Rob Gronkowski.
How about no?
Oh, that's a good one.
That was a good one.
Well, there's a lot of okay. Is it a okay? So that's one. Do you have another one? No.
Not now. Let's play.
All right, that's one. All right, let's. Is it a local celebrity?
Nope.
Okay.
Is it a athlete?
Yes.
Okay. Is it a football player?
Nope.
Do we have to ask current? I think we have to ask.
Is it a current
active
athlete?
Yes.
Okay.
That's 5.
Is it a professional athlete?
Yes.
Basketball player?
Yes.
Current basketball player.
Cross. So current can't be J.R. Smith because he would be the next
no. Let's narrow it down by
current.
He says a current profession. Did he say?
Well, wait a minute. How could he be a current basketball player?
We got people. We got the
NBA's
season
going on.
I know.
This is a.
It's getting a little high.
Hold on. Let me. Hold on. Let me see if he's current. Yeah, y'all tiptoeing on some stuff.
He can't be current.
Yeah, he'd be in the season.
Or in season. It's the NBA.
Right. Well, yeah, then you're right. Not current. Not current.
Pretty recent though.
Yeah. Pretty recent. Yeah, very recent.
That's not a question. That's me talking to Jeff.
All right. That's seven questions.
Is he African American?
Yes.
Okay. And so we got a brother who played hoops.
Now, here's the problem. We're going to ask him questions. I'm not sure he'll know the answer to differentiate for us.
He can look them up.
Okay. All right. So he's recently retired. We know that, Dan.
Yes.
This shouldn't take too many more. Okay. Did he play pro basketball in Florida?
No.
Damn it. All right. Could it be what's the tie here? Do you think he played in the States?
What I'm trying to think.
Is it like Corey Brewer?
I think it's a golf person.
But it's basketball.
No, I think he's somebody here because he loves golf.
Oh, I would think so too. Yeah, I would think so too. But I don't know which NBA players, or former NBA players love golf and who doesn't. Okay, African American, recently stepped away from the game. Not local. He's not from here. Didn't play high school basketball here. We're not talking about. So then the question is it like?
Was he an all-star?
No.
All right. How can we narrow? Let's go with. Did he play most of his?
How about this? Have we seen him how about if we ask him if we've seen him play in the Tahoe? Is he known for playing golf? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So that gets us into obviously it's not Charles Barkley.
It's J.R. I mean, it's like J.R. Smith. It's like.
But J.R.'s been out for. It can't be. Although it could be J.R. Smith now.
I think
he comes every year.
But I know that he knows that J.R. Smith ain't active.
Yeah, he does. He does.
Does he?
Huh? Okay. Is it J.R. Smith?
J.R. Smith. I bet J.R. Smith yesterday.
That was going to be my second guess.
Yeah, I would have said that too. But
I was going to have it second. Yeah. I held off. I was going to
go. I would have gone J.R. Smith a long time ago. But I assumed that you would have known that.
I should have asked this question. Did he have his shirt on?
That's what I was talking to him about yesterday at the yards. He was he played around at the yards. Then he double back, paid again, and then he played again
Yeah,
But,
he loves golf, man.
he loves it. And he has a smooth swing. Woo.
He's settled into a nice little lane in life.
Didn't he go play college golf?
Yeah,
Yeah,
North Carolina A&T.
Yep.
Yeah, is he there now or no?
I believe he is there.
He bought him, but he bought the golf team a new shuttle van, all kinds of cool stuff. So, all right,
good one, E.
Anybody here have a fear of heights at all, or get uneasy if you're on top of the Empire State Building and you looked over the ledge? Would it make you queasy?
Yeah, I get a little woozy. Yeah.
Does it bother any of you guys, even in an airplane, or if you're contained, is it not so bad? Does anybody have any kind of desire to skydive?
No.
Okay, so that would be skydiving would be fearful for you, even though you don't have a fear of heights.
Correct.
It would be double fearful for me. It would be everything that I always feared heights about. I'm falling out of a plane toward the ground and my demise. Well, Hannah Terrell started skydiving in 2022, gang.
Okay.
She hasn't experienced many scary moments in free fall, but she now says on her 11th dive, her equipment malfunctioned, leaving her to rely on the emergency procedure she was taught and a second parachute. After the shaky jump, she immediately got back up to do another leap to prevent herself from overthinking it. But, no. She's barreling down from 12,000 feet.
Yeah.
In comparison to a lot of people in the sport, I'm really not a good skydiver.
What do you mean I'm not a good skydiver?
Exactly.
You jump out and you hang on for dear life. You pull the chute. You pull the cord. There's an art to skydiving?
Well, yeah, the art is make sure your parachute works. So, again, if you ever do go skydiving and you go and you're in your free fall and you pull the parachute and it doesn't work, apparently there is another way that you can land without dying. Me, I would just smash into the ground, wondering why I ever agreed
right there.
This stupid, silly thing.
Yeah.
So, the nightmare scenario of all this is something you literally have a nightmare. You jump out of a plane and realize halfway down you forgot your parachute on. You know, like when you go to take the final and realize you didn't study.
Yeah.
Right. All those good things.
I told you my recurring dream is I'm a quarterback. I get in the huddle and I look at and I realize, A, what am I doing here? And B, I don't know the place.
Yeah, I have similar themes to that. Like one of mine most common. I haven't had it in a while, but it's. I think it's about preparation. Speaks to I'll be getting ready to do the newscast, do the sportscast, and then I get on set and realize that I didn't put anything together. I don't have my glasses on. I can't see any of the words on the teleprompter. So I think that's kind of a similar. But now I'm afraid that I might have a nightmare that I jump out of an airplane and my parachute doesn't open.
That'd be good.
Oof. All right, quick timeout. We're live with the players.
Yes.
Back with more. Next.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. More videos, more podcasts, more Jaguars, preps, and college football. More of everything you love about Jacksonville sports at 1010XL.com.
When it comes to glass, you don't want average. You want flawless. Duval Glass and Mirror has transformed homes and businesses across Jacksonville for over 35 years. Frameless showers that wow. Mirrors cut exactly to your style. Fogged or broken glass replaced. Decorative tabletops. Windows replaced or repaired to stand up to Florida storms. All backed by a 100% guarantee. Visit DuvalGlass.com for your free quote. There's only one name for glass and mirror around these parts. It's Duval.
Hey, gang, Hicken here for my friends at Beaches Dermatology and beachesdermatology.com for all your skincare needs, all your skincare products. That's your place to go. That's your go-to place, man. And by the way, the great people over there, Drs. Boudreaux, Drs. Metz, Dr. Fader, the staff, they want to remind you, listen, protect yourself. You're out here, beautiful sunshine. You know what? Don't be afraid to wear a hat. Don't be afraid to wear long sleeve dry fits, right? Whatever it takes, man. Sunscreen if necessary. Protect yourself from the sun here in the Sunshine State. You don't want to deal with skin cancer. And if something does show up on your skin that you're like, oh, that looks a little different, go get it checked. That's all. Real simple. The best way to do that, go to beachesdermatology.com and find the location that best serves you. I go to the one off Solana Road. Shout out to all those folks. Been going there for decades. Appreciate them also very much for all your skincare needs, all your skincare products. Folks, listen to me. beachesdermatology.com, Beaches Dermatology.
Track Checkmate. I'm Brendan Cecilia, founder of Checkmate Coatings.
And I'm Chester, Checkmate's mascot and brand ambassador.
Why do you even talk in these ads?
People see me on the trucks, Brendan, so they expect to hear from me as well.
But I have over a decade's experience personally installing high-quality polymer floors right here in Jacksonville.
Well, I'm a professional mascot, riding around on the side of your trucks, smiling at passers-by.
Then could you at least tell people about our two-stage polymer application process? Give your garage the finishing touch with a gorgeous floor that's guaranteed to last?
A bit busy posing for selfies, I'm afraid.
Years of experience?
Check. Adorable mascot?
Check. The team you need to make your garage gorgeous? Checkmate! Transforming your floors, making them great. Checkmate. Visit checkmatecoatings.com. That's checkmatecoatings.com.
Take a radio boat ride with Captain Cabin on the Ring Power Fishing Forecast Show. Reeled in by the Pest Pros at Royal Pest Services and awaken 180 weight loss.
Thursday nights at 6
on 1010XL AM.
The price of gold is soaring, and the price of silver is near record highs. If you've got gold or silver just laying around, Estates Roadshow wants it. Broken chains, old rings, coins, watches, diamonds, vintage jewelry. If it's valuable, they're buying it. No appointment needed. Just walk in, get a free appraisal, and walk out with cash. They're also buying pre-1964 silver coins, flatware, sterling silverware stamped 925. They're buying coin collections, gold, silver, foreign, and domestic. Plus, they've been in business over 35 years with thousands of prior happy customers. Licensed, bonded, state-certified scales, highest tech equipment, employees with GIA certification. Begin gathering your valuables because the Estates Roadshow is coming back to the First Coast, March 16th through March 20th. St. Augustine at World Golf Renaissance and Palm Coast at the Holiday Inn Express. For more information, call Marshall at 609-781-6559 or go to estatesroadshow.com and follow Estates Roadshow on Facebook to see all upcoming events.
What's happening, Jacksonville? It's your main man, ET here. Let me tell you a little something that's happening right here on my side of town in Fleming Island. Encore Research Group is advancing the future of medicine through clinical research studies focused on weight loss, diabetes, hypertension, and some. Their team of multi-specialty doctors proudly serves folks in Fleming Island, Green Cove, and Middleburg. If you've ever wondered whether research study might be right for you, find out at EncoreDocs.com to see if you qualify. Encore Research Group. The future of medicine starts here.
Frank Frangie here for Coil Fencing. Since 1927, Jacksonville has trusted Coil Fencing to protect what matters. And I trust them too. From tough chain link to your commercial project to sleek aluminum fencing your HOA will love, Coil does it all. Did you know that Coil can also install, service, and maintain those automatic gates that help protect your neighborhood or business? To schedule a complimentary consultation, visit CoilJacks.com. That's COYLE Jacks.com. Coil Fencing, A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
Part of the team. All right, welcome back. It's a fun thing today also that they do out here. I assume they still do it. It's Caddy Day. Caddies hit the ball in 17. They raise some funds and give out some prizes and stuff like that. So that's always cool. Cool thing to watch as the boys come through. Kind of calm before the storm. Some guys like to play 9 holes. Some guys like to play 18. I don't think Roars is going to play at all. He's just going to go play tomorrow.
Yeah.
From what we understand. So hopefully he'll
good on him, and he should. Yeah, this is a big enough tournament that, you know what? Here's what's different about golf.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they don't have to. They make so much money playing this cushy little sport. They don't have to play through injury.
For sure.
You know, I got to look. The injuries these guys will skip out on events for that other athletes in other sports would, you know, not even think twice. I'm getting to the point that I'm really, I'm not, bitter wouldn't be the right word. I think it's ridiculous how much these golfers are getting paid.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not a golfer in the world that should be making $60 million. I'm about making what you earn based off of the impact and the relevance that you have. And you can take a golfer and put him up against 50 other athletes, and he'd be the last one they would recognize.
Well, it's certainly a challenge for them. Trey Hendrickson's market has changed over the last 24 hours. Some reports coming out. The Eagles, Colts, and now the surprise, surprise, Baltimore Ravens are all making offers in an attempt to land the top free agent on the board. If the Ravens
that would be dirty.
Sign Trey Hendrickson or make him an offer. Oh, Syracuse expected to fire their head coach.
But here's the
Adrian Autry.
Yeah, he was a terrible job. They lost yesterday, and they got blown out.
Yeah.
SMU, I think, beat them in the ACC tournament. Here's the thing with the Ravens. If they reneged on that trade, I mean, why did they ever make the trade? They could have had Henderson all along, so why make the trade to begin with?
Right.
That doesn't make sense as far as you make. It'd be different if they made the trade for Crosby and then Hendrickson became available and you thought you could get him, but he was there all the time. Or now they're like, whoa, he costs less? Are they that?
Yeah.
But if in case you missed it, the Ravens reneged on the trade with the Raiders yesterday.
Right.
And there have been already a lot of offshoots. It's not just the Raiders and Ravens. Other teams that would have gone after Max Crosby have done other things, and they would not be, part of that. Because I think there's a Hendrickson side of this. I think there's still a Max Crosby side, Dan. Do you think Max Crosby is going to be playing for the Raiders?
I
don't.
I do.
Yeah. I think
they could trade him at the trade deadline, maybe. But
okay. Now, do you have to be traded by today, or you can't be traded, or no?
No, I don't. Today they become official.
But I'm saying you could still trade him in a month, right? Or before. It doesn't have to happen before today for it to you say money. I guess what I'm saying is that I don't know. I don't know if it affects the the contractual setup or anything like that based on when you sign him. But I would think the Raiders would continue to move him. They did nothing but try and move him. He was going to be moved at last trade deadline. He's going to move all offseason. Then he was moved. They just moved him to a team that apparently was just kidding. The Ravens called the Raiders, hey, just kidding. What? Yeah, that was weak. And the Jags, by the way, if you look at the column, like you just read one on the team showing interest in Hendrickson.
Right.
Well, Bill Barnwell did a column on who might have a chance to get Crosby now. And again, with 3 of the 4 of the favorites having made other moves and committed money to the position, the Jags fall into at least maybe they might be back in the conversation.
Yeah.
Like, what would you give up, though? What would you be willing to give up for Max Crosby?
What would I give up?
Yeah, it would probably be a player in next year's first. Would you do, before we get started, would you do that? Would you give up a player in next year's first?
Yes.
Okay. Would you give up? I would assume when you're giving up a player in next year's first, it's going to have to be 1 or 2 players. It's got to be either Brian Thomas Jr. or Trayvon Walker. Would you give up one of those 2 players and next year's first for Max Crosby?
I don't really want to. It kind of defeats the purpose in a way, but having. Two.
And that's hard for us to answer. We don't have to.
Yeah, I don't know.
And we don't have to answer it for it.
Again, you are a little wary about Max Crosby right now
because of the knee.
Yeah, well,
because at least some doctors have said
you want to find out what happened. But I'd love to have him.
I wonder now.
I think it's a pipe dream, though.
But maybe you could get away with this.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you could give him this year's second and next year's first. Would you do that for Max Crosby and not give up either Brian? But can the Jags afford that? There's also this. We can't get back into this lane where every guy that comes up, we want the Jags to get. And we were over the cap when it started. I know they've done some restructuring. I don't know if they could go. I assume they could if it worked perfect. But I'm with you. In a perfect world, you have Trayvon, Allen, and Max Crosby. Or I was thinking about this with Hendrickson. Is this possible? Other players do it. Why can't you go to here and say, hey, look, man, we'll give you 1 year, $35 million.
Yeah.
You can reestablish your market, and that would be a kind of a swing for the fences. Go for it this year for the Jags.
Mm-hmm.
Can that be, first of all, does Hendrickson do that? By all accounts, he's working out in Ponte Vedra this morning as we speak.
Well, he's expected to make a decision today. Patriots edge Kayvon Chase on signing with the Commanders, according to the rap sheet. The deal's 1 year and $12 million. I thought he had re-signed with New England, but I guess I must have misread
What about
it.
Kayvon Chase on is going? Like last year, I think he played well enough in Carolina at the tail end to get 1 year, $7.5 from the Patriots. Now he's played well enough to go get 1 year, $12 million from the Commanders. What a remarkable resurrection of a career that seemed dead when he left here, boy.
Yeah.
I mean, he did not seem like he had what it took to be an NFL edge rusher and some success and some stats or starting to come his way.
Robert Ory says Bam's 83-point game needs an asterisk. Thank you, Big Shot Bob.
I don't disagree.
43 shots, 43 free throws. I saw some highlights. 83 points is impressive, but it gets to a point you have to respect the game. There are moments in this game that it wasn't respected. It'll go down as the second most in the game. I'm putting an asterisk by that. You have to understand, people, the NBA has had some unbelievable basketball players through the years. And Bam Adebayo is an all-star level basketball player. He ain't in the top 10.
He's not even a
He
scorer.
ain't in the top 20.
He averages
He
19.
ain't in the top 50. He ain't in the top 100.
Of all time.
Of all time.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't want Wilt Chamberlain, Bam Adebayo, Kobe Bryant,
Wilt
Luka,
again.
Wilt.
No.
I mean, it's sickening.
Here's the
and good for these guys who are calling him out. Tim McMahon, don't ever talk to me about quote heat culture again. Amen, brother.
Well,
Amen. That was a sham last night.
I think
that was an all-star game. You can't do that, bro.
Well, at the end of the game, the Heat were fouling the Wizards on purpose to get the ball, like the last 2 minutes, to just keep feeding
By
him.
the way, and they were up 30. I don't even mind that he stays in the game. In the context of a game,
if it's organic.
Yeah. But they were force feed, and again, certainly to get 80 points, you're going to get the ball. You're hot. You're making shots. But this guy got 43, and the Wizards don't
foul
care.
shots.
Compounded on top of that is you got all these tanking teams that don't give a damn either.
Well,
this is a joke league right now, bro.
I agree with all of those frustrations that you just voiced.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if this is a different point or accentuates the point or is the same point. But here's what I find so objectionable. This is what bothers me more than anything. And I guess it falls into he doesn't deserve it. He's not a good enough player to score 83 points in a competitive basketball game. What bothers me is that if the Denver Nuggets played tonight and they went to Nikola Jokic like the Heat went to Bam, Jokic could break Wilt. Like if players wanted to do that, they could break Wilt's record. The league is scoring at a highest clip in forever.
Right.
If the Nuggets were playing the Wizards tonight and they wanted, okay, let's get Nikola 100 tonight and just let him shoot 33s and make 12 of them.
Right.
And just continually feed him the ball, foul the other team at the end, keep him in there for 48. It's just not representative to what Bam is, to what the record is. And I don't it is dumbed down to me what big scoring nights are. And like the other ones, Booker and Doncic and even Kobe on the 81, they got him more by being unbelievable players that night. This guy didn't even shoot. You can't score 83 if you don't shoot 50% from the field, Dan.
Correct.
How? How do you score 83 if you can't even shoot half of them in?
Jonathan Jones says the Ravens got out of the Max Crosby business Tuesday, may be very well in the Trey Hendrickson business today. Sources believe the two sides are getting close.
Yeah.
This is another one, man. This is just that's
dirty.
Disgraceful. Dude.
That's dirty. I wish the Raiders could somehow come in and just sign Hendrickson.
I wish that you know what they should do? You know what the commissioner should do? Man, I long for the days of commissioners with a heavy hand. This is not right for our league.
You lost your first-round pick.
Both first-round picks will, in fact, stay with the Raiders along with Max Crosby.
Or something.
If you want to sign Trey Hendrickson, so be it. But you just lost two first.
The problem is they have the legality part of it is fine. Nothing goes official until today, so the way it's built in, they had that.
Well, yeah.
Maybe there should be another clause. If you agree, you agree.
Yeah, because you can find a doctor.
So much
to
for
say,
tampering, by the way.
Yeah, you can find a doctor to say, "Oh yeah, knees doesn't look good." Come on, man. We got to take a break. We're in the 9 o'clock nasty.
Yeah, and tomorrow a question for Doc is how can some docs look and say he's fine and others say no, we can't clear him?
Well,
That's odd, too.
Because it's, we'll let Doc say
Yeah. All right. The 9 o'clock hour.
Nasty.
Is next.
Nasty.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios, from sunup to sundown.
When the sun goes down.
Nobody covers the Jaguars like 1010XL.
Frank Frangie here. Nimnick Buick GMC is proud to be the #1 Buick GMC dealer in Jacksonville. Earned by treating customers with courtesy, respect, and fairness. All part of Nimnick's Treating You Right guarantee. The most Buicks, GMCs, and Jacksonville's only Car Bravo dealer. Nobody but Nimnick. For 3 generations, Nimnick has been the place customers keep coming back to. They treat you right, and they give a bunch back to the community. Visit NimnickBuickGMC.com today to learn more or visit their showroom off Phillips Highway. GMC, we are professional grade.
In a world where chains seem to take over, it's awesome to have a locally owned retailer who's only focused on Jacksonville. My favorite, Beards, Diamonds, Hicken here. All those jewelers in the town center, they're owned by big Wall Street companies, not Beards. They're local, man. The Lupo's been around here for 40-plus years. They've been serving our area for a long, long time. And Beards run circles around the big chains. Massive diamond inventory, Beards. Top bridal brands like Tacori and Viraggio, Beards. Strongest warranties, Beards. Beards wins on price every day. They don't have extra markups either to please Wall Street or pay commission to salespeople. The best part of all, Beards guarantees they're going to take care of you, the local, to beat any national chain store on price. What I'm telling you is you better not buy until you get a second opinion at Beards. Makes sense, doesn't it? In a world where generic chain stores pop up everywhere, refreshing to see a local place that can give you a better selection, higher quality, superior personalized service. Shop local, shop Beards. Don't buy a diamond in Jacksonville without seeing your best option. Beards Diamonds at the St. John's Town Center.
Hey Jacksonville, this is Dr. Kevin Kaplan, proud partner and orthopedic specialist of Jacksonville. We're honored that the Jacksonville Icemen rely on our team for their sports medicine and orthopedic care. We built this practice with one mission, to raise the bar for orthopedic care right here in our hometown. Faster access, smarter treatment plans, and better results. Whether you're recovering from a sports injury or managing joint pain, we're here to help you get back in the game, stronger and pain-free. Visit osjax.com to learn more. That's osjax.com.
Listen to whatever you like, whenever you want.
I like this.
1010XL on demand. Ad-free shows after the live shows end. Channeled by Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic and Air Conditioning. Search where you find podcasts.
Hello, First Coast. I'm sure by now you have seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We're an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We're committed to customer service, reliability, and have an unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today from GFL, Green for Life.
Home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Kubota keeps the job site running smoothly with the #1 selling compact excavator lineup in the world. Reliable, capable, and backed by strong dealer support. Stop by today to power up your crew. Right now, bring home select Kubota excavators with 0% financing available or save up to $4,800. Now through March 31st. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Visit Coastal Equipment in Jacksonville and McClenny to reach your North Florida Kubota Superstore.
If your lawn took a beating this winter, listen up. Prosser here for Julington Creek Pest Control. They've just started the first of 3 rounds of premium granular fertilizer. No cheap liquid fertilizer here. Custom blended for Northeast Florida lawns. Their certified technicians apply slow-release nutrients. Rebuild your lawn thick, strong, and green over time. Plus, they protect your home from pests and termites. Call Julington Creek Pest Control today. Our family serving yours since 1984.
Create a backyard your family will love. Jack's Outdoor Solutions, an authorized dealer of Celebrity Greens, installs PGA quality artificial turf golf greens and complete outdoor spaces. From turf to custom hardscapes, landscaping, and lighting, every project is built for style, durability, and family fun. Locally owned and trusted across Northeast Florida, customers rave about their results. Check their 5-star reviews on Google. Plan your dream backyard today at jacksoutdoorsolutions.com.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Kuhn Flowers. Bam Adebayo just delivered one of the wildest nights in NBA history, 83 points, the second highest scoring game ever as the Miami Heat blasted Washington. Bam came out just on fire. Bishop Kenny came out swinging, but Atlantic's second quarter surge flipped the script. The Crusaders fought until the horn, but the Sharks pulled away and ended BK's playoff run. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
At 9:06 at 70 degrees, your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cool with Bueller.
XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's team time, Farah doesn't flinch.
I'm fed, feeling X-rated. It's Mr. Nasty time. Oh, Mr. Nasty time. The nasty time.
All right, we're back. You know, Dan, it was a move that was made under the.
Hey, I got to jump in.
Okay, what do you got? Ravens have done it?
Yep. Those dirty dogs,
That is dirty, man.
Adam Schnipner.
You know what? If you're a Ravens fan, good. But if you're anybody else, you dirty.
4 years, $112 million deal.
I got it for nothing, less than $30 a year. Why did we do that deal? I mean, if that deal's going to be less than Trayvon's deal when he comes up next year, why aren't we in that business there?
Let me tell you something, people. A pox on the Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah, that's dirty.
Dude.
That is dirty.
A pox on the Baltimore Ravens. That just ain't cool.
Yeah. Especially, and by the way, you throw Crosby
and we
under the
said
bus.
I said it last night. We all said it. Look, if they go and turn around and sign Trey Hendrickson, it's dirty.
Yeah, but
there's no other way around it. It's dirty.
Well, and here's the reason. Now, I guess the NFL can say, well, look, it's not the Ravens' fault. Everyone reported a deal that wasn't done yet, so they always had the right.
Let's not do that.
But I'm just saying it doesn't.
I got Max Crosby penning a goodbye. I got him.
That's what keeps them from being disciplined, is what I'm telling you. I'm not saying I agree with that strategy, but I'm just saying they can't do anything to them. They didn't do anything wrong.
The league should be up in arms.
Well, and they might be. Here's the reason is this. It trickle-down screwed another 4 or 5 teams.
Mm-hmm.
And more than anything, you've allowed the Baltimore Ravens, who will never employ Max Crosby, to completely throw him under the bus.
Yeah.
And put a label of an injury-prone or unhealthy player. I think that part's weak, too. So, yeah, there's no good way to – there's just – yeah, it reeks. It reeks when you void a trade that was done. And by the way, the Ravens had never traded a first-rounder. And then they traded two.
Still have it.
Yeah, and now they still have it after trading two. All right, it was a move that was made under the guise of comfort. But I see what's going on now with the PGA Tour and a dress code change they made years ago. Instead, they allow us to put them in disguise.
Yeah.
So you can't really tell who's who. You got these PGA, I'm so used to seeing the dude in shorts being the caddy.
Yeah.
Now, if it was 95 degrees, you put it together. But now we're sitting here, and we can see the guys walk up the 10th fairway from where
I
we're
just saw
sitting.
4 of them go by.
Yeah, and you don't know who's who.
Yeah.
So it takes me too long to identify the golfer.
And then they're gone.
Yeah, I throw my hands up in the air and be done with them. So I don't think it was about comfort at all. I think it was to disguise them.
A lot of the fellas are going through personal relationship troubles. We have another one. E.
What do we got? Is this Dear Drill?
Dear Drill. My name is Anna Maria. My longtime partner, my boyfriend Luca, is not very nice to me. So
Oh, dear.
I'm moving back to Slovenia with my 2 kids.
Well, what moving back? Moving back from where?
From the States.
You know that the one of the daughters has never been to California. So I don't know how much parenting Luca is doing.
Yeah.
Now, the one daughter he had for 3 months, I read this story because it fascinated me that Luca. I'm going to go ahead and say sight unseen that I am not for Luca having full custody. Yeah, I'm going to say, Mom, I want Luca. He loves his girls. You can tell by the way he reacted. And I want him to have an active role, especially financially. I don't think Luca should get sole primary custody of the kids.
Who would be a worse parent? Luca with the 2 girls or Carrie on Homeland?
He loves his Homeland. This is Suits all over again.
She is.
Luca's little girls will be smoking Pall Malls by the time they're 8, okay? You got to give her to the fitness model. You got to.
Got to.
And Luca, again, I appreciate what he said, how much he loves him. I believe him, but I just don't know that a single NBA, like an NBA single dad, does not seem like a good formula to me. Yeah. So, despite the money that he can pour into the children, I think she's taking him back to Slovenia, isn't she?
Yeah, that's what I just said. Yeah.
The weird part to me was that the one girl hasn't been to California. I don't know, it's because the wife won't bring them there, or they can't get.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, no one knows.
It's
But yeah, it's relationship troubles.
Well, it happens to the best of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Luca apparently. He's too fat for her. She's had enough. Much like the Mavs, she's ready to move on from fat Luca. This guy Luca, man, I've never seen anybody whose body changes from day to day. He's like some sort of superhero.
Yeah.
Like one day he's pudgy and doughboy. A week later he's cut and chiseled. I can't figure it out, E.
Yeah, he's different, man.
Right?
I can't figure him out either, man. It's crazy.
I mean, I keep just reading on this Crosby thing, and and again, loopholes, however you want to call it, but I mean,
well, you want to?
The Ravens don't feel comfortable with the state of Max Crosby's knee. Come on.
How about the NFL can nix the contract?
Yeah.
They can do that if they want to.
They won't.
Well, I've got this here. The NFL disapproved the Danielle Hunter and Dalton Schultz contracts that Houston submitted Monday. According to league sources, Houston doesn't think it's an issue. It's semantics. They expect to fix those contracts as soon as possible. Hunter signed his last contract extension in mid-March last year. A full calendar year hasn't passed, and there's league rules against signing multiple extensions in the same calendar year. So the NFL will nix a contract over minor stuff, but they let the Ravens agree to trades and back out and then sign the top.
What about my boy Nate the Raven fan?
Who is Nate the Raven fan?
Nate the Raven fan
weighing in?
Went on Twitter.
Okay.
And said, I'm going to tell you something. We get Max Crosby, I'll shave my head. Baltimore got Max Crosby, and Nate the Raven fan shaved his head.
That's awesome.
Oh, wow.
Now he's tweeting out, I am bald now, and Max Crosby isn't a Raven. What does my life become?
Yeah, I think you need to go pluck the Ravens' feathers is what you need to do.
But, Nate, you should be happy. Maybe you can tattoo on top of your head Trey Hendrickson's number.
Yeah, 91. Apparently, Hendrickson had like 6 or 8 career sacks against the Ravens.
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of addition by, you can't beat them, join them kind of deal from the Ravens' standpoint.
Still doesn't help poor Joe Burrow, but he's got Jessica Alba to deal with right now. But poor Joe Burrow now.
What do you mean? Joe's with Jessica Alba?
Oh, yeah.
I thought I just saw Jessica Alba on some Mexican vacation with some other actor or something.
Jess and Joe were sitting at the tables in Vegas last week.
I just saw Jessica Alba down in like one of the tropical resorts with some dude.
You got to come to the entertainment reporter.
You know who it was? It was I can't even tell you who it was. It was one of the actors from the Top Gun movie.
Okay. Well, you know what?
Wow,
Joe's the man.
Might be time to play Tramp or Treasure. I mean, what are we doing here, Jessica? I consider you just a nice little American treasure, but I mean, if I got resort photos with the Top Gun actor coming in Friday, and I got you with Joey B at the tables on Sunday, were you at? You weren't in Treasure Island. Let's just put it that way.
Would you think that the most natural fit ever for? I'm just bouncing around here. Syracuse basketball. Right now is this cat, Jerry McNamara.
It's funny you mentioned him. That's who immediately came to mind. Is he a coach somewhere?
Yeah, he's at Siena. He's turned Siena around.
Yeah.
They're going to the tournament.
Yeah, 100%.
He'll be leaving Siena here momentarily.
Yeah, and by the way, it doesn't always work out. Who was that coach that did it at St. Francis? They won a couple games, and he got like maybe the Seton Hall job. Is he still there?
Good question.
I know the audience loves when we ask questions that can just they can never get an answer to for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
What was that? Holloway, right? Wasn't that his name?
The guy who beat us?
Yeah. No. Wasn't that the coach at St. Francis?
Yeah.
Holloway, and then he got I don't think he lasted at Seton Hall is my point.
Oh, he didn't? Doesn't always work.
But I'm not sure. He may currently be the coach there, and then this would, have nothing to do with anything. Shout out Team USA Baseball. Nice to see you guys got the heart of other American, team sports.
Oh, dear. Well, you got your skipper telling everybody we're in and giving guys days off.
Yeah,
I mean, what have we done here?
Yeah, that wasn't any good either.
I mean, DeRosa, this is...
Yeah, I don't. These guys. By the way, you play a sport. You play 162 games, and going and standing around for 4 minutes and then sitting on the bench for 4 minutes. It's not real taxing, bro. I got to tell you.
Boys are exhausted.
Played baseball for a lot of years. A lot of standing around. It's no more exhausting. It's literally more exhausting to go Christmas shopping at the mall than to play a 9-inning baseball game.
It can be.
It is.
Depends on when it is. If it's like around Christmas Eve, it is because you got to deal with a lot of people.
Anytime.
Yeah.
It's harder today just to come to. It's more exhausting to park and go to the players than it is to play a 9-inning baseball game. You burn more calories walking.
The drill. Next on the drill.
On the drill. Maybe he went across the street to that restaurant.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
It's Jacksonville's Super Bowl of golf. If you can't make it to the players, let 1010XL bring the players to you with Southeast Orthopedic Specialist leaderboard updates. Teed up by
Purple Heart Pools.
Universal Roof and Contracting.
And Kuhn Flowers.
Welcome to Key Buick GMC, proudly family-owned and operated since 1943. Come see why they're North Florida's new and pre-owned truck center, conveniently located on Southside and JTB, just minutes from the St. John's Town Center. At Key Buick GMC, every new vehicle comes with our lifetime powertrain warranty. Key Buick GMC, we are professional grade. Online at keybuickgmc.com. Lifetime powertrain warranty covers engine, transmission, drivetrain only. Exclusions apply. See dealer for details.
Hey gang, Hicken here for Action Garage Doors. Let me tell you something. Symptoms, right? Garage doors don't usually fail all at once. Start making some noise, they get loud. Start shaking a little bit, struggle to open. Those things start happening. Take action. Don't wait, because one morning, then it doesn't open. Action Garage Door Service is there for you. They'll provide you a comprehensive garage door safety tune-up. $79. It's normally $149. They'll inspect your springs, your rollers, your cables, lubricate all the moving parts, make minor adjustments, and make sure that door is safe and running the way it should. Here's what you do. You go to GarageDoor911.com, GarageDoor911.com, because that means you need to take action. It'll take you right to Action Garage Doors. You just hit book now and you're off and running. Jeff Bernard and his crew will come take care of you. Action Garage Doors, nobody better. Premium parts, premium service, and premium people.
Bro, have you heard about the hottest and newest sports league in town?
Vanguard Sports League isn't just VIP, it's the standard. Smoke-filled tunnel intros, cool benches with canopies, big scoreboards, championship rings, and convenient locations all across Jacksonville. Oh, and mascot potties there hyping everyone up every game. No wonder it's the talk of the town. Spring and summer registration now open.
Search VanguardSportsLeague.com today.
Put a little hot sauce on your lunchtime listening. Spicy. Joe Coward, Matt Hayes, and Leon Searcy. They are XL Primetime.
4-alarm fire.
From the big #1 Duval Ford Studios. Noon to 2 weekdays on 1010XL.
There's no doubt that we were in good hands when our son's shoulder and hip issues were diagnosed quickly by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. No matter what your orthopedic issue is, let Southeast Orthopedic Specialists take a look. You'll be glad you did.
David Garrard here. I've had the PRP treatment from Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, and my knees are really doing well. Platelet-rich plasma treatment may be the answer for whatever is hurting you.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Been in a car crash? I'm local attorney Rick Alexander, and I've made it our mission at the Alexander Law Practice to listen to you so I can fight for the best possible result for you. I've been practicing over 30 years, and our team focuses on guiding you through the entire process. And because fees and reimbursement costs come out at the end of the case, I will never ask you to come out of pocket. For a free review, call 904-400-6600 or log on to alexanderlawpractice.com, Jacksonville.
Looking for adventure? Need a machine that works as hard as you do? CF Moto has you covered. At Ride Now Beach Boulevard, we've got CF Moto ATVs and UTVs built for any task, any trail, anytime. Tear up the dirt with the trail-tested C-Force ATV lineup or conquer through terrain with a Z-Force UTV. Find your CF Moto ride today at Ride Now Beach Boulevard or visit ridenowbeachboulevard.com. ATVs and UTVs are for riders 16 and older. They can be hazardous to operate. CF Moto recommends an improved safety training course.
Bueller, stay cooler with Bueller.
Hey, pal.
Stand back, Jason. I'm gonna
Sneeze? Yeah, I saw that coming.
It's all this spring pollen, Jason. It's outside and it's inside my house, and I just can't stop. I can't stop.
Sneezing? Okay, let me help you with that.
How can you help?
At Bueller Air and Plumbing, We can improve your indoor air quality with air purifiers, UV lights, and filtration systems. Every new system we install includes high-efficiency 4-inch filters that work better and last longer, even if you forget to change them.
Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing.
Life can get pretty dusty sometimes. If you spend all day, you could miss it.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
This is the home of the Florida Gators. Get your Gators hoops on 1010XL. Brought to you by the personal injury attorneys of Farah and Farah, Randy Marion Cadillac of Jacksonville, and Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors. 1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
Well, he feels as much part of the dream team, the drill team by now, Dan Hicken, but one of our friends and the loyal supporters of 1010XL on the radio station's got a big one today.
Oh.
Nifty 50 for one Keith Catlin, so officially an old man.
Oh, who can you count on?
50 years old, buddy.
50.
I first met Keith Catlin, as many friendships and partnerships in Jacksonville are born, right here out by 17. Must have been the...
Oh, for real?
Yeah, it must have been like the 2008 players or something that many years ago. But, yeah.
Happy birthday, Casey.
Yeah, happy
birthday, my
Keith.
boy.
We'll be having a good time tonight. I'll let you know how that goes.
Oh, y'all about to get tired.
Yeah, I don't know. It might be a little...
Darn.
Might have to do the show from home tomorrow. Just kidding. All right. Yeah, so... 50's a big one. The milestones are a big one. My next one is a milestone, and I'm not looking forward to it at all. So there's that.
Wonderful. 70.
Easy. Settle down. All right. So tell me now what exactly Team USA needs to do to, it feels like it's some sort of Pythagorean theorem to get what the actual, the qualifications are. But if you missed it, the USA lost to Italy last night. And if you think about the great world powers of baseball, Italy certainly comes to mind with,
Team USA is eliminated from the World Baseball Classic if Mexico beats Italy 1-0, 2-0. Something buzzing?
Yeah, that's back at the station. Emergency alerts.
Oh. P, we good?
Yeah, we good.
Okay. Good.
If Mexico beats Italy 1-0, 2-0, 2-1, 3-0, 3-1, 3-2, 4-0, 4-1, 4-2, or 4-3.
In other words, if Mexico wins the game at 4
and scores 4 or less,
okay.
Team USA is eliminated.
All right, so
in the WBC.
So basically, we need Mexico to score. If Mexico scores at least 5 runs, win or lose, U.S. is in.
Yes.
Right.
You want Mexico to score.
If Mexico scores 5,
the
U.S. is in.
Yeah. Mexico beats Italy and scores 4 runs or less. Mexico has to win. If Italy wins, Mexico's out.
That's right.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
we're in good shape.
There's 4 ways to get in. 3 of them, they're in. It's just the one that they don't get in is Mexico wins a low-scoring game.
Yeah.
Right? If Mexico loses, the U.S. is in. I mean, and if you're Italy, don't you just get the big bad wolf right out of the bracket? Hey, Mexico, here's the deal. You win 4-0. We're done. We're not going to hit. We're not going to try.
Yeah.
Why not?
Why not?
You've earned it. They do it in other sports. You earn the right to do this, that, or the other.
Apparently, they do it in the NBA.
They did it last night. The most contrived, record-breaking night of all time. And it goes beyond the net. It's funny you said that, but it doesn't look right when you look at the all-time records. You go Wilt, Bam, Kobe. Same thing in Miami. It used to be LeBron. Now it's Bam.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Who's favored in the Mexico-Italy game? Mexico, right?
I would think so. But Italy's 4-0.
Yeah, I know. They got what do they have? 9 major league players? Italy?
I don't know.
Yeah, they have a few. So Lorenzen was brilliant last night, by the way. He threw 65 pitches and covered like 5 2/3. So he did just fine. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens.
I'm trying to find the.
I wonder if Mexico's usually thought of to be a better team, but Italy's played very well. So I don't know.
All right, here we go. World Baseball Classic, Mexico. Is the U.S. done, or they still got to win a game too? Because I'm not putting anything past them now.
No, we're done.
Let's see. Winner take all. Just give me. You know what has happened in articles?
What?
Like you used to when you clicked on a story, it gave you the gist in the first paragraph. And now there's this new trend of like building the drama, and you got to read down through all the setup for stuff that you've known forever. It's so annoying. Like if you click on odds for the baseball, I don't need 12 paragraphs explaining the WBC and the game tonight. All right, here we go. Money line, Mexico. Oh, big favorite.
Mexico's favorite.
Big favorite.
So if they get any kind of,
I mean, they're on a run line, +2. The Mexico is minus is they're like 3.5. You have to pay 320 to win 100.
Yeah.
Whereas Italy's 2.5 to 1. You pay 100, you win 250. So they're a significant favorite. The over/under's low, so a 4-3 could happen. But on the run line, Mexico, yeah, they would have to give 2 runs to get to minus. Yeah, Mexico's a big favorite. How is Italy? Well, the other 2 teams are terrible, right? Great Britain doesn't play baseball. They're terrible. I blame Murph for that. He went over there to try and grow the game.
What are you blaming Murph for?
Him and Utley went over there to London to try and grow the game, and Great Britain didn't learn a thing. So they
didn't learn anything.
So there's that, and shame on me for like promoting and talking about and up on this World Baseball Classic, and then for this nonsense to happen last night. I had to watch my second home, the Borinques. I had to watch them lose yesterday by a run.
PR lost?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Who's in this thing, man? Who am I going to root for now that the U.S. is choked it away?
Tonight's the Dominican-Venezuela game, so that's a good game. That'll be.
Oh yeah, that's my boy Acuna v. Soto.
Yeah.
Has Acuna done anything?
I'm a DR guy. Yeah, he did the ABS challenge. Didn't know that they don't have it in the.
I love that. Always thinking, ready for the season. What's that mean?
Is that what he is?
Yeah, he's ready for the year.
Yeah.
I wonder. Some of these guys probably do it every, too much. They're gonna tell them, "Stop it! You're ruining our challenges."
Oh my!
I like the idea. Some have said, like Chris Sale famously said, he's not going to challenge a single pitch. That's a little misleading. Doesn't mean none of his pitches will be challenged.
Yeah, the catcher.
Yeah, or the manager or whatever.
Yeah.
But and by the way, if Major League Baseball does this right, you shouldn't matter if you tick off the umpire. That umpire, if he's so bad that you're having to constantly challenge him, he should be gone. He should not allowed to be an umpire. He's not good at it.
Gator baseball won last night over FSU 6-3. They opened with South Carolina. FSU goes to, I think, top 10, top 15 ranked Wake Forest this weekend. So big challenges as we get conference play underway in college baseball. A lot of upsets, though, throughout early on. LSU's lost like 4 or 5 games already, and they were the #1 team in the country. I think UCLA is now. So,
by the way, FSU.
By the way, do you think Trey Hendrickson will pass his physical? I sure hope he does.
I think the Ravens will pass it sight unseen. Mention FSU basketball. They play in the ACC tournament tonight at 7.
Let me ask you a question. If Cleveland cut Myles Garrett, would Trey Hendrickson flunk his physical?
Yes, 100%. Yeah, or they would not. They would renege on the deal before the 4 o'clock because they can't sign it till then anyway. Again, as we show our vast, me in particular, basketball knowledge.
Okay.
We did say that the fit would seem as natural for Jerry McNamara to Syracuse as Shaheen Holloway after he won at St. Peter's.
Yes.
Going to Seton Hall, where is he even still the coach there? And then we learned that since going there in 2022, it's been a glorious homecoming. They won the NIT championship last year, and this year he's the Big East Coach of the Year. So I'd say he's still there.
Oh, okay.
And
there you go.
Doing pretty well, apparently. They say there's a sucker born every minute.
Oh, my God. The NFL's out of control.
Now what do they do?
They're now exploring playing a game on Thanksgiving Eve, Wednesday, November 25th.
I'm down. Give it to me. I love it. You can put NFL on every single day for me, and I would absolutely love it. I'm in favor of every day that college football play, and I'll keep your Fridays sacred because I know it's important to you. But, well, shoot, they almost play Sunday through Thursday.
Yeah.
I mean, right? Tuesday, Wednesday, only thing missing. So whenever you can squeeze them in there, you may as well.
Golly. These guys are crazy, man.
I'm not I'm not opposed at all in any way, shape, or form.
All right.
They say there's a sucker born every minute. You got to be a sucker, even with, we say we would do it no matter when, no matter what. You can't play Scotty Scheffler at 4-1 at a tournament like the Players. You just can't do it.
Why not?
Because his odds are 4 times better than any other golfer. And as good as Scotty Scheffler is he 4 times better than Rory McIlroy or the way Colin Morikawa is playing right now? 4 times more likely to win. Is he 4 times more likely to win than Rory?
No.
Yeah. So that's why. That's a sucker bet. I mean, that's too. Look, if you're down at Bay
Part of
Hill,
me sitting there thinking, though, man,
4-1.
I like those odds. I'd play that for Scotty Scheffler.
You know what I would do, though, instead, Hick?
Yeah.
And here's what I mean. You ready for this?
Yeah, what's
You get Akshay Bhatia at 40-1.
Yeah.
How about 100 to give me $4,000?
Yeah, that's not bad.
I can get Shane Lowry 55-1. I can get Jacob Bridgman 55-1. That's why I mean Scotty Scheffler 4-1 is sucker bet.
That's fair. That's fair. We got to take a break. We'll keep it rolling. This is the Drill on 1010XL.
At the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. It's the power of the spoken word and your imagination.
Daniel Murphy waits on the 0-1, and there's a drive. Deep right field. That ball's gone.
1010XL. Your radio home for play-by-play.
Daniel Murphy.
Hey, Hicken here. I couldn't be any happier than to join the George Moore Chevrolet family. When I say family, I mean it. Visit their beautiful showroom today off Atlantic Boulevard. Find out exactly what I'm talking about. No pressure, just friendly help. And whether you want a car, a truck, SUV, electric, pre-owned, you name it, George Moore Chevrolet has it. And if you can't make it over to Atlantic Boulevard, no problem. MooreChevy.com is easy to navigate as any site you will try. It's never been more easy to use. George Moore Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Homeowners, you taking a look at your lawn yet? Let me guess, you're looking at your lawn wondering what to do after a historically cold season. Well, if you want your lawn to bounce back quick, you gotta call topdressing.com. Nobody else can do what they do. Their proprietary process. I've never seen anything like it, and neither will your neighbors. They will have your lawn looking like a golf course. Nobody else can do it. They're no secret now, so get ahead of it. Call for a free estimate. Be the envy of your neighbors. Top dress your lawn like the pros with topdressing.com.
Tara Loggeman here for Local Fair Jacks. Fresh, local produce, eggs, and meat delivered right to your door. It's where Jeff and I shop because we know exactly where our food is coming from. There's no scary recalls, just trusted local farmers. Visit localfairjacks.com.
Homeowners, ready to open your home to spring and shut out high energy bills? It's 31 days of spring savings with Renewal by Andersen. Right now, buy 2 windows or doors and get the third 60% off. Plus, 0 down, no payments, and no interest for 18 months. But this offer expires March 31st. Renewal by Andersen, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation.
License number CGC 1527613.
If your lawn took a beating this winter, listen up. Prosser here for Julington Creek Pest Control. They've just started the first of 3 rounds of premium granular fertilizer. No cheap liquid fertilizer here. Custom blended for Northeast Florida lawns. Their certified technicians apply slow-release nutrients. Rebuild your lawn thick, strong, and green over time. Plus, they protect your home from pests and termites. Call Julington Creek Pest Control today. Our family serving yours since 1984.
Hey, gang, you want to know one big reason why I've survived 40-plus years on local TV? It ain't my good looks, but my good-looking suits, shirts, and ties, and that's because of Oceanside Cleaners. They are the best. They dominate the industry. How about free pickup and delivery? Yeah, that's what they do. It's real easy, man. They text you. They remind you. It's unbelievable. They save you time constantly. You can always use their service kiosks, too, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Ponte Vedra, Southside Boulevard, new location in St. Augustine. Michael P. Harris's family been doing this for 35 years. It's called Stability. You can go see them anytime. They'll show you all around their facility because it's unbelievable. They say if it's got fabric, they can clean it. You know, if you wear a lab coat and you work at like Mayo or something, man, they'll make those things look brand new. They made my outdoor cushions look brand new on my outdoor furniture. Dry cleaning, laundry, bedding, award-winning bridal gown preservation. Oceanside Cleaners, 3 locations to serve you. Jacksonville off Southside Boulevard, Ponte Vedra, and now in St. Augustine between Marsh Creek and Sea Colony.
I'm here with Clayton Bromberg of Underwoods. Clayton, Underwoods has sold fine quality diamonds for a long time. Why is that important?
Frank, if you drew a line with the poorest diamonds with the lowest prices to the left and the highest quality to the right, our diamonds are at the far right end. Now, once we know the weight, the grading factors of cut, color, and clarity have to be considered. And the one that's talked about the least, but it's the most important to us, is the diamond's cut grade, because it has a huge implication on both the price and the beauty, and thus the value. I've bought diamonds for Underwoods for over 30 years, so I know what's out there, and the cut grade's just not important to most diamond sellers. That's really been the Underwood difference, because beautifully cut diamonds result in the most important thing they can do. They bring a joy of owning and wearing a diamond, not just today, but tomorrow and into the future. That's why it's important to us.
And it should be to you too, because nothing brings more joy than a diamond from Underwoods in San Marco, Avondale, and the shops of Ponte Vedra since 1928.
Firehouse Subs is adding a new heavy hitter to the roster, the Chicken and Cheddar Rancher. Grilled chicken, melted cheddar, crispy bacon stacked high with fresh toppings, creamy buttermilk ranch. The Chicken and Cheddar Rancher, only at Firehouse Subs.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. Now, the Monahan's golden moment. Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach, your local family jewelers.
Here's a hot nugget for you on Hot Stove, the TV show. Mark DeRosa said, we want to win this game even though our tickets punched to the quarterfinals. He's going to use the Italy game to rest some of his hitters. I'm going to get some guys off their feet, no question about it. Well, the league has taken down, that's on the MLB Network, so the league has taken down the video that included DeRosa's mistaken comments from MLB.com. A version of the interview remained on MLB Network's Facebook page, appeared to be condensed, and did not include the now scrutinized remarks. What do we think? He didn't say it? It's everywhere, bro. Hey, MLB, you're dumb too. There's a lot of dumb people in sports. I think I'm gonna have to take over, Jeff, and start to rule the sports world. Just bring me issue after issue. Ravens, you've been relegated. You're out of the league this year. Next issue. Bam Adebayo, Riley. Spoelstra, you're suspended for the rest of the year. Next issue.
Fair. My nugget is this. Perhaps you don't get to catch this, but I arrived before the sun shines here at TBC Sawgrass. And I've never heard of, vacuuming grass, but they are so attentive to the detail here.
Yeah.
The boys in the blower caravans were, I'm not kidding you, they were blowing leaves off of not off of greens, not even fairways, just off of the lawns between the walkways and the clubhouse and the standard. So it is such a beautiful piece of property. And until you get out here, in the middle of March when it's at its absolute pristine finest, I think you can forget just how unreal it is. I said yesterday, I feel like you could go out and put your lunch on the fairway and eat it off the fairway and you won't pick up a piece of grass. It's that tight.
The good news for us is that Hendrickson going to the Ravens, if all this didn't happen, Hendrickson would most likely be an Indianapolis Colt.
They are in desperate search of
they were in pole position to snare him. Yeah. So I guess in that respect, that's a good thing.
There were a couple of teams that came back into the loop a little bit when Hendrickson's market didn't get there, and apparently he wants to play for Baltimore. What'd you say, 126? No, 116?
Was it 118 maybe?
What is it? 112. 112? I mean, it's not cheap, but I think he deserves to be paid more than that. I mean, why does Daniil Hunter and Jalen Phillips make more money than Hendrickson? Just because of the injury last year? Yeah. The guy did a sack a game.
He's older.
3 years. He's 31, older. Though. It's not old for a pass rusher. Calais Campbell, anyone?
Yeah.
I mean, these guys play.
I'm looking tomorrow at the forecast.
Did it clear up?
7 a.m. 23 wind gusts, 24 at 29, 30 at 10, 30 at 11.
Oh, nice.
31 at 5.
Does the rain come in or does it stay away?
They got some drip drops coming in at 5.
5. So we're probably, and then it'll rain overnight and we'll be cleared out for Friday, right? We're going to end up having just beautiful weather. By the way, shout out to some nice warm March weather for a change. It's been chilly out here the last couple of Marches.
I think tomorrow it's
chilly again?
Yeah. But we'll see. But yeah, so looks like windy day tomorrow. Windy day. So, yeah.
I know we kind of made our picks. Is there anyone, out there that we didn't mention maybe on Brunch with the Tour that now that we get here closer? I think we forgot about Bridgman after he skipped.
I think we mentioned him. But yeah, he'd be a guy to
keep
You
them
know, they're these guys. I'm looking deep down this.
You're always wondering if, like, those young guys are ready to win a tournament of this magnitude. Goddard, Bridgman, those are the type. Akshay, can Akshay win this one?
I wonder if
Akshay's gone bigger tournament with each win.
Yeah, he's got big wins. They're not little Myrtle Beach Classics.
What has he won?
He won one of those, like
he win the Tampa
HBC. He won like a big one.
Did
Look at he won the little one. One of them was like, if it wasn't World Golf, it was like HBC Championship. It was an elevated event maybe or whatever. It went like was a bigger one or no? Tell me what you got.
I thought it was.
The first one was like a.
I thought the API was his business.
I think the first one was like Puerto Rico or something. It was like a side.
His first win in a signature event. He won the 2023 Barracuda.
Okay, a little one.
Which is a little one.
Yeah.
And he won the 2024 Texas Open, which is a PGA
little
Tour
bit bigger.
event.
Yeah, that's
and now he's won Bay Hill or API,
Yeah.
which is a signature win.
Yeah.
So he's trending
Sure.
up, is what I'm saying.
And like I said, it's amazing. Actually, Batia is a guy. He's fun to watch. He's got
Yeah.
a great personality. His dad's a nut.
Yeah.
Like if you follow Akshay, find his dad.
Oh yeah.
Follow him around. Yeah, he's fun. And the thing with Batia, you know, he's I think he's from Florida, is he not?
I don't know.
Batia, like Central Florida. I think he's Florida, but he didn't go play college golf, which most of them do. It gets you ready. He decided to just try and turn pro and did it that way. Q school, mini tours. This guy, I can remember him watching. I was watching like good YouTube golf just a couple of years ago, not that long ago. And they had this skinny, bushy-haired left-hander. They were playing like a little par 3 course and, you know, acting like he was just some local who joined them. And, you know, here you are a couple, 3 years later. And I guess the point I was going to make as far as the young guys winning a tournament like this, I think it started to change some. They play so much youth golf. They've got so much pressure on them from a young age. They've, you know, back in the day when you came and played TPC Sawgrass, it's the first time you've seen it unless you were playing Tiger Woods golf. Well, now half of these Silver Spoons parents bring them here to the beach every year to play the golf course and, you know, junior players or, you know, some other opportunity. So I think that awe-inspiring intimidation. I don't think that's there. I think it was there with Tiger and AB Phil. Like Scotty has an intimidation because you appreciate how good he is, but there's no one who's like, you know, making you uncomfortable. Like whereas, you know, the Tiger vibe and some of the other vibes, they'd make you uncomfortable. I mentioned Phil. Is anyone aware that Phil's gone AWOL from LIV?
He's not been playing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're the captain of the team, and meanwhile, speaking of YouTube, I see him, you know, playing with Grant Horvat like they're, you know, at a family reunion. So, yeah, shout out Liv. Your model continues to age so gracefully. The biggest turncoat in American golf history.
Oh, dear.
You know, who you claim to be the plum prize of the, you know, the whole shift, and the guy's nowhere to be found. That's probably what Amy's saying today, too.
Let's take a break and make the turn for home next right here. We're live out at the TPC. This is The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Live streaming from the XL Digital Studios. Brightened by Harbor Dental Care. Jacksonville's first choice for dental emergencies.
Hey, Hick and Air restore comfort and confidence with oculoplastic specialist Mary Kate Wilson, MD at the Eye Associates, Jacksonville's expert in oculofacial, plastic, and reconstructive care. Dr. Wilson specializes in eyelid surgery, cosmetic and reconstructive procedures, and treatments, always with a personalized approach. Now seeing patients at the beaches, Southside, and St. John's locations. To schedule your consultation with Dr. Wilson, call the Eye Associates, that's formerly Bowdine Associates, Schneider Eye and Wellness Center, and Janet A. Betchkel, MD, at 296-0098. That's 296-0098.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking mumbo-jumbo. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from high heels to wagon wheels. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Don't miss the music of ELO.
Don't bring me down.
The the orchestra with former members of Electric Light Orchestra. Catch all the hits March 18th at Florida Theater. The orchestra. Get tickets now at floridatheater.com.
Have you got concrete or asphalt rubble piling up? Arcosa Crushed Concrete will pay you for it and recycle it. They're just minutes from Everbank Stadium on Talleyrand. Call Arcosa Crushed Concrete and get paid for what you don't need. ArcosaCrushedConcrete.com.
All right, Jack, so let's talk about it. Spring cleaning feels great until your drains remind you what they've been holding on to all winter. If your sink's burping, your shower's backing up, or your toilet's hesitating like it's reading a blitz, it's time to call in the pros. Call Duck Duck Rooter. During their spring drain cleaning promotion, get your drains cleaned plus a free camera inspection for just $129. Must have outside clean out, honest pricing, proven experience, no fourth quarter surprises. When you're stuck, call the Duck. That's 904-862-6769 or duckduckrooter.com.
It doesn't matter if you're running drills at the park, playing pickup on a Saturday, or sinking the final putt. When you compete with your friends with Michelob Ultra on the line, competition isn't that friendly. The trash talk, next level, and the stakes, oh, those are crystal clear. With only 95 calories and superior smooth taste, it's the ultimate trophy. Superior is worth playing for. Michelob Ultra, superior light beer. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025, Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Need protection? Call Craig and Christine Kaprosky at Goosehead Insurance. The Kaproskys are a husband-wife team committed to finding you the right coverage at the right price in just a few short minutes. For home, auto, flood, or specialty insurance, Craig and Christine Kaprosky are the answer. Craig.Kaprosky at Goosehead.com.
When you're hungry, go big, and more importantly, go to Dailies, where they got anything and everything to tantalize your taste buds and fill you up. At Dailies, our barbecue beef brisket sandwich is slow smoked to perfection, tender, juicy, and full of bold flavor. It's the kind of sandwich that truly satisfies. Try the barbecue brisket sandwich at Dailies. Meanwhile, some favorites never go out of style. The Duval sub at Dailies is stacked, loaded, and made with the bold flavor you want in every bite. Fresh ingredients, big taste. It's a local favorite. Grab the Duval sub today at Dailies. Or maybe you just want a delicious chicken sandwich. Some choices just work. The chicken sandwich at Dailies is crispy on the outside, it's juicy on the inside, and it is full of flavor. Perfect for lunch, perfect for dinner, perfect anytime hunger hits. So grab the chicken sandwich today at Dailies. Dailies is made fresh, it's made local, and Dailies is built for big appetites. I'll see you there today.
The Players' Championship returns to TPC Sawgrass March 10th through 15th. Experience golf's most iconic stage with enhanced food and beverage offerings, interactive fan attractions, and an atmosphere built for every type of fan. See the best players in the world, including world #1 Scotty Scheffler, 2025 champion Rory McIlroy, and fan favorite Brooks Koepka take on the legendary Stadium Course and the famous Island Green. Tickets available at theplayers.com. 1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
Bump, 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 bump.
What's your golf viewing plans here at the Players? We've been coming here for so many years. I think that I'm usually weekday watcher and then weekend TV guy.
Yeah, I'm like that.
But Holmes has corralled me into a Saturday out here at the Players. So yeah, Holmes usually comes out on a weekday. I kind of miss that. He's usually like a Friday guy. He can swing by here, see us, and I can hang out as a part of my day. But instead, it'll be Saturday, and we'll be watching the players who barely made the cut, because my plan would be to maintain my ridiculous sleep pattern and get up about 5 a.m. and just get out here as early as possible and beat the crowds, and then leave at noon and go home and watch the guys in contention on television.
Yeah. I kind of follow your route. I definitely like to watch. I love the event so much. It's kind of like the Masters when we talk about that. Would you go on a Sunday? There's no way on a Sunday I want to. even when I worked, I would end up sitting in the press room.
Or we would sit in the media center,
And
right,
and watch.
because you can follow. You one thing about golf, the biggest detraction from golf as a spectator sport is that you can't go to the event and not miss 90% of it.
Right.
Like you will go to a football game, you see everything.
Right.
You go to a golf course, there's a guy making a run, and well, he's half a mile that way.
Right.
And on television, that bebop around, especially for what we do when we're reporting on it to a degree, you almost have to be able to see it on TV.
What's great now is, and it used to be the old days, they didn't record every shot. And inevitably, on a Saturday morning, some guy would get hot, moving day.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember, I'm pretty sure Freddie Couples shot a 63 on a Saturday and holed out from number 9. I think our buddy Kaminsky got it, got the video, and NBC starts asking around or whoever. Yeah, well,
back then we could sell it to them. Remember that?
Well, yeah.
We'd make a little extra money selling them stuff.
Boys could do some.
They give us the NBC hats. Those things were like gold.
Yeah, get some hats.
Do they still have that old NBC Sports hat? That was an iconic,
that colorful
logo
one. Yeah,
but I haven't seen it in a while.
Nah, I don't think they use it anymore. But it was.
I had 2 of them, and they finally, and I know it's hard to believe, a couple of hats that haven't made it this long. Both my NBC Sports caps through the years have been displaced.
Oh no,
somewhere.
Yeah, they come and they go. That's how they roll. Play us out of here.
Now, the 2-minute drill is driven by nobody but Nimnicht. Nimnicht Chevrolet on Cassett Avenue and Nimnicht Buick GMC on Phillips Highway.
Mike and Tony getting ready for Jaguars today. Good morning, Tone.
Hold on.
There we go.
I'm an engineer here.
Yeah. There we go.
Party foul.
There we go.
There we go.
Never claimed to be an engineer. Barely claimed to be a host.
Doing a heck of a job turning that thing up.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah, hearing you guys talk about, the best days to come out, that kind of thing. I can remember when I was still living at home, my dad, it was the one day a year that my dad would take me out of school, was on the Thursday or Friday of the players. And we would come out that morning, but he always wanted to be home by that afternoon so he could just watch it.
Yeah.
Never on the weekend. No chance.
Yeah.
My dad was coming out here when everything was going on the weekend. And luckily, this is going back 7-8 years ago now. We won the lottery with Augusta. So we got to go up there. I got to go on the grounds for the practice round on Wednesday, which if you're going to do it, that's the best day to be up there doing it, because that's the day when they're skipping it across the water on 16.
Right.
That's when the par 3 contest is going on as well, on the golf course. And you get to see the whole thing, which is really why you're there. Like, if you're a fan of the event, I get to go see
I'm not going to be that guy, because I really enjoyed the round. We maybe went to 2, but at Augusta, I wouldn't go again for the tournament. It's so crowded. It's and the thing about Augusta versus here, at least here it's spectator friendly, you can map your way around.
Absolutely.
But Augusta, everything runs parallel. It might take you 30 minutes to cross 3 fairways because you got to wait on the golfers to go. So
and it's not like there's no crowd during the practice rounds.
No.
If it's open, everyone is there, right? Like if you have the opportunity, but there's no rush to do anything.
Yeah.
And you're not, I have to see X do something. Like, it's just, I'm here, I'm enjoying the golf course.
You go to see the course there, really. You really did more than the players. I'm not sure. I used to come out on Saturdays working TV and do shows and whatnot. I'm not sure that this Saturday won't be the first Saturday that I've come just flat out as a spectator. Like, without a work duty. And again, that's because Pop's got to do Saturdays.
I'm about to say, I heard E-Pop when you said it. I was like, he's here for the party.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Ain't no doubt about that. What do you got cooking today?
We will be getting into everything going on with the Jaguars.
Yeah.
We got some draft talk coming up. We got the Rocco coming up on the program today as well in the first and second hour. We're hopeful, though not sure, efforting whatever Jaguars are on the course that maybe 1 or 2 of them can drop by during the show. Nothing locked in on that, but if the opportunity arises, we'll obviously get into that and reacting obviously a lot to what's going on with Max Crosby.
Wyatt Milam just walked in.
Oh, did he?
Right there. Oh, no, that's not him.
No, that's not Wyatt. But, yeah, we'll be reacting a lot to what's going on with Max Crosby. That's our poll question of the day. But essentially, do you want the Jags to get back in on the Max Crosby thing now that he's available again? I'm assuming the Raiders aren't planning on just holding on to Max Crosby.
I wouldn't think so.
At this point. So we know the Jags were interested last weekend.
Yeah.
And now the Hendricks thing is done up there.
I would do it differently. I'm tired of saying it how I would do it. People think I'm crazy. I would just flat out offer you Trayvon for Crosby. That's what I would do.
Well, that's fine.
Simple and to the point.
I know for me, I've talked about it all week. I would offer Trayvon before I'd offer Brian Thomas Jr.
Me too.
That's me.
100%.
Well, have a great show.
Thank you.
Mike and Tony getting ready. By the way, speaking of West Virginia, I saw this the other day. You know whose son plays Offensive line for West Virginia for the Mountaineers.
Who?
Rip from Yellowstone.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That'd be a good place for him to wind up, it feels like.
Yeah.
And we were talking earlier, too. I meant to mention it in baseball, but I caught a little of a Pirate spring training game, and Hunter Barco's getting big innings.
Yeah.
So
Pirates got some good young players, man.
He got knocked. He pitched like many young spring training pitchers. He was good for 2 innings, and he got banged around a little bit. But I didn't. Barco had an injury, didn't he?
At Florida?
Yeah.
But he's back. He's
Bulls
good.
kid. Yeah.
I
Big.
think he makes the team. Oh, yeah.
Big man
Big
now.
lefty.
Remember
Good
as a
throw.
kid. Yeah, he's a big guy. All right. Jaguars today is coming up next. Enjoy the final practice day at the Players. We'll be here for opening round tomorrow.
Swerve, 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 swerve.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
What's that?
What the hell?
It's a big red button.
The big red button.